Coming in.
No, Brett's supposed to be here, but he ain't fucking here. Everybody's late every week. Like you, a whole bunch of people. Everybody. Nobody's ever
I do.
punctual.
I do my best.
I'm the only punctual one here. A whole bunch of people. Everybody. Wait, talk. Say something. Oh,
Check
there.
1, 2. Uh-oh.
Sound like a fucking pussy.
Quit it,
Tell
Marcus. Shut up. Go away. Why
Marcus
is
I'm
my
gonna fly
bathroom
over
getting
there and beat
swept?
his ass. I'm tired of
Will's
this.
gonna come beat your ass.
I'm not.
What he
I'm
just
too
said.
lazy. Oh,
Go play with him.
actually, I may be in Minnesota next month. I
Really?
may. Yeah,
Better
seriously.
next month than this month. I'm fucking gone like almost every weekend the rest of
Yeah, I'm like 80% sure that I'll be in Minnesota. I
We're in
don't know,
Minnesota.
probably one of the bigger cities. We're gonna
We're not far from the cities if you had to work there and just wanted to save money, by the way.
no, I mean work pays for it all, but it's I gotta do I gotta shadow my partner and follow her for a week, and the next trip that we both may be available is her Minnesota trip, which may be next month. So
What's
if
she
it
look like?
is, she's married and
That's never stopped anybody.
Brett, are you being there you are, you fucking pussy. Brett, talk.
We're doing it live, so it's not that goddamn private. Marcus, go sweep the
No,
bathroom, you
nobody
little
can hear
shit.
you. You gotta change something. There's a setting of yours that you gotta change.
It's in the chat options.
Mic 1 2, mic 1 2, mic 1 2. That should have worked.
Yes, you are loud and
All
clear.
right, there we go. All right.
Was gonna we were gonna strictly just talk about the PlayStation stuff, but there's a couple other things I would like to talk about, so we'll start off with that stuff as soon as people come in. If they
All
come
right,
in, because I always feel like they're never gonna come in, and then to my
they
surprise,
come in.
some come in. But either
Yeah.
way, why the fuck were you late, bro? You trying to get fired?
Well, now I worked in the morning, so like, I'm actually like sleeping instead of sleeping
Oh,
like,
so now you
You
know
just
how I
uh,
feel every day, huh?
hours?
huh?
You change your hours or what?
Nah, I'm back to doing construction work.
You got tired of that minimum wage shit, huh?
Yeah, that's what it felt like I was making for what I was doing, and how, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was just not doing good there. I wasn't sleeping, I wasn't eating. It was just horrible. It wasn't good, so I had to make a decision.
Because there's so much more money in construction. I have my journeyman's, but I haven't done it in years. So
Yeah,
plus,
yeah,
it's harder when you got kids full time because fucking I don't know when I'm gonna get rained. It's like if you set up daycare and shit like that, if I get rained out all week, I'm still paying for that shit. I don't
yep,
know when I'm going to work, when I'm getting home. I don't really work with when you got kids full time.
yeah, true.
Shit, I did asphalt for a summer, and that shit was fucking
Well, I wouldn't have to do that. I have my
terrible.
journeyman's in operating. I wouldn't have to do like labor.
I got fired from that job.
How?
They didn't fuck with me, bro.
Because you're a lazy ass digger.
I
Didn't even
wasn't.
make it as a ditch digger.
I wasn't. I was the only dude in a crew of Mexicans who wasn't there for more than 5 years. I
Yeah, and you know what?
replaced.
Those guys that were Mexicans were getting paid half of what you. That's why you lost
No,
your
they weren't.
job.
They were getting paid triple than I was. I was just replacing a guy that they replaced with another guy that they replaced that they replaced. They just were super. They wanted their buddy back, and their buddy wasn't fucking coming back. Got caught drinking and driving, but they just made it so that every new person got hired got fucking fired. And that lasted for like 3 years. I heard from a buddy of mine who was worse on the other part of the company. Brett, fuck, why are we echoing, bro?
I don't know why you're echoing.
It didn't happen until you came in.
Are you still echoing?
I'm blaming you.
Well, I'm not talking, so I don't know. Well, now we are. It's like you're on speaker or something.
No, through the PlayStation. Through.
All right, bro. Well, do me a favor. You're gonna have to mute yourself until you're ready to talk, because this shit's gonna drive me crazy. So I gotta buy you a headset or something.
No, I have a good one. I don't know why he does it.
Oh, there we go. That sounds way better. Never
I didn't
mind.
do anything.
Never mind. Never mind. Never mind.
I wonder if I have. Hold on.
Is your earpiece close to your ear, or does it extend out?
Is that better?
Maybe. Let me see. No. Well, a little bit, tiny bit, not much.
I don't know why it does that. It's extended.
Fuck. Well, we'll see. I mean, it's not like the worst thing ever. And plus, nobody might even show up tonight. So far, nobody has shown up.
They hate us because they ain't us.
Mm, it ain't that simple. Man, they delayed the Beast. What's
I know.
Dying Light the Beast? Shit's trash.
Way too close to Borderlands. Like, what the fuck are they doing?
What is it, like 2 days or a day or something like that difference?
Exactly 1
A
week
lot of
after
shit's gonna get hit in
Borderlands.
that area. That area is like there's gonna be games that under. You got fucking Last Soul Aside, Metal Gear Solid 3, fucking Borderlands, fucking the one you just named, and there's something else. There's like 5 fucking games coming out within like 2 weeks.
Yeah,
It's
I mean
gonna be a shit show.
the big
Someone's not
ones
gonna
are
eat.
the big ones are
A
gonna
couple
be,
of them aren't gonna eat.
you know, Snake Eyes is gonna be fine. Borderlands is gonna be fine. Uh, Dying Light may be fine. They have a big customer or gamer base. I don't know because they ain't doing a physical this time, so I'm not going in day
I don't know.
one.
That's a co-op game, and you're right in there with Borderlands. That's
Well, it's not necessarily. Well, you can play a co-op, but it's not advertised as like a multiplayer game.
it's not, but I bet you that's how a lot of people play it.
You'd be surprised. I think
Not
the
saying it's gonna
trophy for
tank
that
it, but it's
one,
gonna
it's like
lose a lot of
less than
sales.
3%. People got it for co-op play on the last one. Yeah, I don't think
A
it'd
lot of
be.
people probably don't finish it co-op because the game's fucking 200 hours. But I bet you they
It's not
fucking play a
200
lot of it
hours.
co-op.
It's like 40 hours.
To do everything's like 450.
No, it's not, dude. To
Yeah, it
do
is.
everything is like 80 hours.
Not the way I play. I'm slow.
Well, you suck at you die. Hey, what up, Drizzt? How you doing, Steven? You fucking get murdered by a fucking level fucking D boss and shit. All the boss has to do is breathe on you and you die. I mean, I can't talk that much. You're level D, I'm level fucking C, so it's not even like I'm that much better. I would love to get Wu Chang, but it's just too hard, man. I'm not trying to do what I did with Wukong. It's too much. People forget that all games in the like NES era were fucking hard.
They are. I didn't finish many of them. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, no, I can't recollect the game that I beat. I mean, like besides Super Mario World, it's yeah, right, Stevens, just like life. I think Super Mario World was like the only one that I remember beating. I mean, I can't really think of. Yeah, I can't think of shit, bro. Oh, remember Little Green Army Men or whatever that fucking game was called? I beat
Arm,
that for the N64.
it was just called Army Men. It was like the ones you got in the bucket, but fucking.
Yeah, yeah,
I
I
beat
can't.
a lot of games on PlayStation, but the regular Nintendo, like I had this
Yeah,
game called fucking Blaster Master. I ran around the same area for like fucking 6 months, dude, because I didn't know where the fuck to go.
yeah.
I still haven't yet to finish that game.
My my elementary school gave me it was a movie day. We got to watch The Lion King in school, and the whole class was crying their eyes out. And then at the end of the movie, they gave us brochures to get a free rental of The Lion King at a Planet Hollywood. I don't know if anybody ever knows what Planet Hollywood is. Hey, Steven, you can
Hmm.
hop on in, bro. It's an open PlayStation chat, man. Hop
Yeah,
on
we've
in
been
if you
trying to
want.
steal him anyways.
Yeah, I've been trying to get you on anyways. Hop on in, bro. We're friends on PlayStation, right? Yeah, just hop on in, dude. I begged my fucking dad to take me to Planet Hollywood. He's like, no, I already got Blockbuster. I'm like, but Blockbuster don't have the movie. Plus, this is a fucking free movie. So anyway, my dad took me. He had to open up an account, of course. He was pissed about that. We were there for like an hour. So he got me the movie, and I asked my dad to rent me the Lion King game. Right? He's already pissed off. He's like, I thought we were getting a free fucking movie. Now you want a fucking $5 game for, I'm like, Dad, come on. So he finally got it to me. I watched Lion King, begging my mom and dad to watch it with me. They watched it with me, crying their eyes out, fucking pussies. And then when the movie was over, it was a Friday night. I'm like, fuck yeah, and I'm gonna go play Lion King.
My dad would never have watched Lion King with me. We were renting Friday the 13th and fucking Van Damme movies
My dad
from
didn't.
4 on up.
My dad didn't watch Lion King. My dad just passed the fuck out. He's like, fuck this. I'm just gonna take this to nap. But he's like, fuck it. If I only went through the effort of getting the fucking movie, I might as well. My dad's one of those dudes that's got like, he doesn't have ADHD, but he's always got to be doing something. So like Saturday morning, he wakes up at 5 in the morning, go wash the car, go pick up some bread, go grocery shopping, comes back with birds. Like, where the fuck you get birds
That's
from?
the way I am on Fridays because it's like I want to be able to fucking sit down later. I want to get my shit done. Let's go.
Man.
I'm on the kids' asses. Like
Sometimes my dad would get up and fucking 4 in the morning and be gone all fucking day. Come back home like at fucking 10 o'clock at night on a Saturday. My mom pissed as fuck. Anyways, I didn't even get past the first level of Lion King. I remember playing Lion King and just being stuck in that first fucking level all 3 days I had that fucking rental. I was fucking
Aladdin was
pissed.
fucking hard too. God damn it.
Oh, fuck Aladdin. My mom got me that from a coworker of hers at work. Her son had just went to college or some shit, so she sold the games out to her coworkers. My mom got Aladdin. I never fucking, yeah, fuck that game. Like, these games are for kids. What were they doing?
I don't know. Fucking, it's like maybe they had an arcade experience because you're only supposed to like live for like 2 minutes, so you keep pumping quarters in. You know what I'm saying?
Mm,
So they
yeah,
all
it
had
could
that
be.
fucking mentality. You know that was the rule, right? When you were designing an arcade game back in like the 90s and shit like that, you want someone to last per quarter 90 to 120 seconds. If it lasts more than if the average person can last more than 3 minutes, they won't pass your game because it won't make enough money.
Yeah, no, fuck that, bro. Well, that's how they were able to. I feel like that's how they were able to justify the game, right? Because these games weren't long. They're like an hour and a half, 2 hours, but because they were so
They make
hard,
it long. They
yeah,
made it last 20 hours because you spend fucking 7 hours
yeah,
trying to jump to a fucking platform that you can't reach.
yeah. And I don't think I started beating games, not even consistently, because I didn't, but like not to PS2 where I got Vice City. I beat that game 100 times. That's when I started kind of beating games, but it wasn't until like the PS4 era that I consistently beat games. Just didn't
It
have the
wasn't
fucking
until
patience.
PS1 that SNES, there was a lot of them on SNES. It's like fucking, just couldn't get past certain stages. That's all it was. The games were only 45 minutes to an hour and a half, most of them, but I'd spend 12 hours to beat a fucking game because I would fucking die 472 fucking times.
Yeah, even now, like I beat like Halo for the first time back in like 2020, and I went through all the games in like 50 hours, 60 hours, all 5 of them, so even those aren't very long. Gears, similar. It's like I beat off all the Gears.
Uncharted is only about 10 to 14 hours too.
Uncharted, yeah, Uncharted. Shit, I just did
That's why when people are like, "Oh, the games cost $10 more," but I'm like, "Yeah, but they're 3 to 4 times longer on average."
oh yeah, easily. Yeah, I just recorded my
Like
top
other than
3.
like Final Fantasy and shit like that, most games even for PS1 were the majority of games were I don't know, fucking 2 hours to
Yeah,
like fucking 8 hours.
JRPGs like Visions of
Yeah.
Mana, shit like that. They were just so yeah, they were long. Yeah, I just recorded my
Like
collection.
Metal Gear Solid, if you skip the cutscenes, you can beat that in like fucking. Well, you can beat it in like fucking 42 minutes, but legitimately, you could beat it in like 4 or 5 hours probably.
Well, you got guys doing speed runs with all that shit, but I recorded my 718 and Uncharted is in that pick. Uncharted Lost Legacy collection. I played that for the first time a few years ago. I never really played any of those games. It was just a different time. I was just more worried about like Madden and fucking hanging out with friends, and which when we get into our conversation about what's happening with PlayStation, I got some stats for y'all, and it's really gonna wake a lot of people up. It really is, because people think that fucking single player games are dead and gone, and that's
They are.
just not the fucking truth, and the numbers show that. So I got some of that
No, they
for y'all
don't.
today. Um, it's gonna be interesting. Is Brett sleeping?
Probably.
No, I'm ready, dude.
I joined fucking Brett's fire team last night, and I think he was in a coma.
Yeah, well, dude, if you wanna jump on after this, let me know, bro.
Well, I'm probably gonna play Resident Evil with Will till I don't know how late you're staying up, but
Well, I have work in the morning, so probably not like super late.
What time you start?
Like 8 o'clock in the morning.
that ain't bad for construction.
Yeah, that's not at all.
No.
Fuck, my uncle used to start at like fucking ass crack of dawn and have to drive an hour and a half. He'd come home, sleep for 4 hours, and have to go back to work.
Yeah,
Shit.
luckily, I don't have to do that.
I don't work in construction, but I work with construction, and I still have to be up by 6. All right, y'all. I'll be right back. I'm gonna wash my hands real quick, and then we get this party going, even if it's just a couple of us here today. People can watch the rewind like they always do. Is there anything going on today, or is everybody live because everybody wants to fucking bitch and cry about PlayStation?
Who the hell is Kiki Vasquez? Quit adding people to my account, kids! Kiki Vasquez, who the fuck is that? Well, stop adding people to my fucking profile! Your brother did! God damn it. I don't know who the fuck this Roblox Among Us Fortnite. You think I know who this motherfucker is? Fuck out of here. I ain't playing with that fucking kid. Fuck out of here. Goofy ass kids.
All right, you guys ready?
Yeah.
Nelson,
Yeah.
Iron Man, you guys ready? While Nelson's over here yelling at his fucking kids. So let's get into it. What up, guys? Welcome to the State of Gaming podcast. I am Will777JP, and it is time for that weekly podcast that we do on Sunday nights, man. This podcast is bittersweet for me because I love doing it. I love talking to the boys about gaming, but it's also shitty because I start work tomorrow again, and I hate it. So it means the end of my Sunday, but that's okay because we ended in a good place. You know, we talk gaming. Me and the boys sometimes play games after, so it's cool. But today, like I said in my X, if you follow me there, it's gonna be short and sweet. We only have one topic, only one. Well, I'm lying because there's a couple things I want to talk about first, which is going to be the $80 to $70 uh, Outer Worlds pricing debacle. I want to get the opinion from the boys, and we are also going to be talking about what's been happening with PlayStation. And we're going to get into details about that. I got pulled up the job description. I got some numbers. I got some statistics. So we're going to get into all that today. Today, we also have our very special guest, Mr. Iron Man, in the house, Mr. Bot himself, who got himself a PS5. Now he's on the right side, or what some
I
may say
blame
the right
everything on
side.
him. I fucking blame him. All this shit starting because of him.
And Brett, how are you doing today? What kind of games have you been playing recently, bro?
I'm playing a lot of Destiny 2 and a lot of Ready or Not, mainly.
Destiny 2 ready or not? You're playing that new expansion from Destiny. You've
Yep.
been licking the nipples of Destiny on the Discord today. What is it that makes it so good?
Uh,
The
I think
guns, because the guns in
no,
Halo suck.
like I tell everybody, like the story itself is fantastic, but the shit you do during the story is absolute garbage. I think I think a lot of the fun, a lot of the good stuff comes from like the free aspect of the update, like the world tier settings, the gear sets, the gear tiers,
The
stuff
gear,
like
the
that.
weapons, the variety.
But the
Yeah, that's
story itself is absolutely incredible. The stuff that you find out, I was kind of mind blown. Like, cause like spoiler alert, but like you kind of find out that nobody's death is an accident. You kind of find out that like the nine kind of choose when we die. Like nothing is by accident. Like when you get into a car accident and you die, that's not an accidental thing that happens. So that's kind of like what the story is about, and it was very interesting. But like I said, the shit during the story was very boring though. Like it was just like it felt too long. It felt like they dragged it out far too much. But outside of that, everything else, in my opinion, is pretty solid. And like most of it should have been probably in the game in the beginning, to be honest with you.
So once you're done finishing the expansion, what do you have another game that you have in mind, or what are your plans after Destiny?
I'm just patiently waiting for Borderlands, to be honest with you. So like I'm going back. I'm trying to beat games that I haven't finished yet. Uh, just keeping myself busy until September 12th, honestly.
Good. Well, now that you have this new job, you should be able to get in and play some more with us. So that's good. And now here is my co-host Nelson. How you been? What are you playing?
the usual. And then I also got a RoboCop unfinished business. Not really trying to buy a lot though. I'm gone basically every weekend through August. Like, or there's something going on every weekend. So once school starts, life will lighten up a little bit. I still got a lot of different shit to do around the house, but
What is the usual?
Gran Turismo and Helldivers.
Gran Turismo
Mm-hmm.
Helldivers. Listening to Hall Boys.
Play a little bit of Destiny too, but
Well, I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. I have been playing Leica H through Blood. Earlier in the week, I was juggling Donkey Kong Bonanza, Leica H through Blood, and the Altars. Well, I decided to take a break from Donkey Kong. The game now is getting very fucking repetitive. So I was like, I need to shoot something. Let me just play like a H True Blood, which is a Metrovania. I don't like Metrovanias per se, but I love Leica, and it's crazy how one game can make you not hate a genre completely, right? So I've been playing that basically the last few days nonstop. Now I'm on hone in mode, focus in mode. I'm close to finishing the game, probably about another 10 hours or so, maybe 15. And after that, I am waiting for my copy of RoboCop, the DLC, to come in. I bought a physical copy. So that physical copy releases August 1st. And that's what I'm going to be playing next. I like the Altars. It's a good game, but what do you call that? Not strategy game, but like base building type of game. And I've died a couple times already. And when you die in this game, you get restarted to your previous save, or you can select a save. And when I'm playing that game, hours go by like it's fucking nothing. Like it's hot butter, man, and you're trying to slice through that thing. So I'm worried about stuff like that. Steven, add me. It's Will777JP, bro. Let's get your ass in here, man. So I've been playing like an Ace of Blood, but I'm also concerned about the month of August because I'm looking forward to Mafia. I'm looking forward
I thought
to.
Mafia was September.
Pretty sure that's August.
I hope
Uh,
not, because I ain't got time for that.
yep,
I
it's
think it's August
August.
22nd or
Yeah.
something like that.
God damn, bro. You got
Um,
Mafia and then Metal Gear and then Lost Soul Aside and then the fucking zombie game you guys were talking about and
no,
then
that
you got
no, that got
fucking
the zombie game got pushed to fucking September.
okay, well that's fucking this is all the end of August to beginning of September. It's like a 3-week span, dude.
So I'm also looking forward to Metal Gear Solid. But I have so many games that I've purchased in the last month, and I want to start playing some of those. But the reason I bought those games last month is because they were on sale. Those are all older games, right? The new ones, I was just taking advantage of the sale, but the new ones that are coming out are the ones that I'm really excited for. So we'll see how scheduling goes. I mean, I got a new job, so that's going to free me up some more. Hopefully, I can get more gaming in, but we'll see how that goes. So yeah, that's been my
New
gaming.
jobs this week. You realize that?
What?
We all got new jobs this week.
Hey, we did. These
Yeah,
are.
I
we
put
really
my 2
did.
weeks in on Wednesday.
Well, I'm staying within the same company, just a new position, so I don't have to do all that. But I'll be working from home now, so that it is what it is. It's gonna be nice. It's gonna be nice to fucking make my own breakfast, my own lunch. Fucking take my times. Hopefully I can get my workout routine in. Like I'm looking at all the positive things. But and Brett started a new job too, working days now instead of fucking vampire shift. So these are all good things, gentlemen. These are evolutionary things that happen. And speaking of evolutionary things, Steven, we're gonna wait for you to get in here. Did you send me a request so I can accept you and get you in here? Hold on, guys. I'm looking for Steven. Because I want to start this off with the Outer Worlds pricing and what we think is happening with that. And we have Brett, who played on Xbox itself for a while, played Nelson, who played with Xbox for a while. Yeah, it's well, add me, bro. It's Will777JP. Here, let me see if I can find you on Discord and send you some sort of friend request here.
Oh, kids. Do I have to find Steven?
No.
I don't know. I
Oh,
don't
he's
know if
right
I
here. Yeah, you should. Yeah, you should. He's your friend. I just found him.
is he?
There's Steven. I think I found you. Drinius V5. I sent you a request. Once you get that request, just find me on the party chat on PlayStation and join us through there.
I
Uh,
don't have a Junius.
Steven. Yeah,
Well,
you do. Steven Leon. He's your fucking mutual, dude. So how the fuck do you not have him?
I don't know. Maybe he's invisible.
No, he's not invisible. He's a real life human. I heard him talk.
I
Anyways,
know he's.
so last week ladies and gentlemen, let's take it back a little bit. Last month during the Xbox showcase, we saw the announcement of Outer Worlds 2 release date, and we saw the trailer. A lot of people were excited, including me. I've been looking forward to Outer Worlds 2. I just beat Outer Worlds, the first one, late 2024. And the one thing that had everybody saying, what is the price? They put it out at $79.99 for the standard edition. And a lot of people, everybody, were talking about how this is the wrong game to do that with. Let me take it back a little bit. Let's start with my co-host Nelson. Nelson, when you saw that $80 price tag on Outer Worlds 2, what did you think? What was your initial reaction to that?
I was like, I really like Outer Worlds, but these motherfuckers lost their mind, bro, dog. Like when I think of a Obsidian game, I think of a pretty good like double A game. You know, those $50, $60 games that are made by like Focus Interactive and shit like that. You know, that some of them are
Mm-hmm.
pretty good, but they're a little they lower budget,
Yeah,
but they
yeah.
make a pretty decent game. And they're
Mm-hmm.
like, nah, we king dingling. I'm like, nah, you the double A high end, not the triple A high end. You know what I'm saying? That don't mean you can't make a good game. That just means you want different leagues. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, hold on. I think Steven came in. Steven, you in? Oh, hey, that's what she said. Hi, Joe wife. Steven's in the house. How you doing, Steven, man? Hey, good. Chilling on this beautiful
Good.
Sunday evening, talking gaming. Can't get no better than this, man. What you been playing on lately, Steven? Yep. Yeah. Well, oh, shit. Ask some of these guys. Brett, he's been playing Destiny 2 since the expansion came out.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. You know, I've heard that before. I heard people like I heard some guys even taking it to the next level where they'll do strictly platformers only on Nintendo. So, or like Metrovania games or, side scrollers, they will only play those on Nintendo. And if it's not on Nintendo, they'll wait to, to play it, which is crazy to me, right? Because if you want to play a game, but I've heard that before. But it is. It's a preference. Now, Steven, you've been playing Destiny and Warhammer. Is it Warhammer Space Marines too? Let me get your opinion. Okay, because me, Brett, and Nelson, we beat the game from front to back. We did all the PVE stuff. What do you think about it? Are you done with it, or you just started it? Love that game.
That's a good game.
Love it. Mm. Yeah, we're actually going to talk a little about Battlefield once we're done with this $8 discussion because I'm interested to hear everybody's opinion on that. But
Hey,
I'm
did
gonna
they
get
actually come out and say that's gonna be $80 too?
no, they didn't say that yet. Me neither. Hmm. Yeah. Well, we're gonna get into that. Let me get into Brett, and then I'll come back to you, Steven. Brett, what did you think about when we saw the announcement from Xbox with the $80 Outer World pricing? What was your initial reaction to that?
I didn't give a shit. And
You didn't care.
here's I did not care, and here's why. Because like I've never really like dug into Outer Worlds, but one thing that I do hear from just about everybody that played the first Outer Worlds is it's a pretty good game.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
It's
from
good. It's a
from
really good
literally
game. I'm one of the few
from
people who
just
beat the DLC on Xbox.
so
I'm a part of the elite of the elite, less than 1%.
So I look at it as like, I mean, that's what they looked at it. I mean, I'm sure they looked at it as like, oh, you know, people love the first one. Maybe they'd be willing to pay a little bit more extra for the second. Uh, Obviously, there was a lot of uproar about that, and here's the thing. I think them dropping the price is actually amazing because it shows that they are listening uh, to people, because they looked at it and they're like, fuck, we're not going to sell this like I think we would. So we're going to have to drop the price, and that's what they did. But yeah, yeah.
Steven, what about you? What was your reaction when you first saw last month with the Xbox Showcase that $80 price tag? Yeah, yeah, yeah. That was my initial. That was my initial reaction as well. And mind you, I recently beat the game end of 2024, so uh, so it was fresh in my mind. It was fresh, right? And even I was like, hold up, this is not an $80 game. Now, fast forward to now. Xbox came out. They said, look, we're going to change the pricing from 79.99 to 69.99. We're going to refund your money. What's up, Void Hunter? We're going to refund everybody's money, meaning they're not going to give you the difference back. So if you paid 80, they're not going to give you $10 back. They're going to refund you completely your money, and then they're going to want you to pre-order it again at the 69.99 price point. Now, I made a quick little video on YouTube about this, and I said, this is a good step forward, but the real price for this game in reality should be $59.99. Now, do you guys think that, obviously this may be the case, we don't know for sure, but do you guys think that Xbox, because we all know Xbox doesn't really, they never really chart with their games, right? They're more focused on Game Pass and how many player count, right? Their player count, that's what they boast. But do you think they were that far behind? Or do you think that they actually listened to the consumer base and said, you know what, these guys are right. Let's go ahead and fucking change the pricing? Or were they really that far behind in sales that they changed it themselves, give us the excuse that, hey, it's, it's what you guys want, so that's what we're going to do. Steven, what do you think about that? Yes. No, Game Pass Day One. Yeah. What about you? Oh shit, they saying they can't hear you. Steven, go into the settings and change allow. Yes, we can hear you, but they can't hear you. So go into settings, change your share voice into allow, and that will fix the problem. And then yeah, on the PS5. So then I'll come back and circle back to you. Brett, what about you? What do you think that they
Uh,
did this because the people wanted it, or do you think they did this because the sales were that low? And thank you for the heads up, bro. I appreciate you, Lyoko.
me personally, I think it's for the fans because I mean, dude, here's the thing. We could shit on Xbox all fucking day, all as much as we want. But here's one thing that has stayed true to Xbox in the past year. They want motherfuckers playing their games. And we could sit here and say the price point, but let's not forget that a 5-year-old, a 4-year-old game, a 6-year-old game on Xbox sold 5 million copies on PlayStation at literally the standard price that like we paid for the game. Like wasn't it still like $69.99 for the
I don't know.
game?
It's been on sale since a week after it came out.
Yeah,
So.
no, but the thing is like I think like their whole thing is they just want people to buy their game, and I think we're going to see a lot of things with Xbox where they're going to make moves where people are more interested in buying their titles because now they're a publisher first. They're a publisher first, so it's no longer about how many consoles can I sell, how many controllers can I sell. It's how many copies of this game can I sell outside of where Game Pass is available? And how are we going to make that more of a thing that people want to do? Well, the first thing you do is, well, we're going to sell this game for $80. Fuck you, dude. We're not going to buy that game for $80. Okay, well, we listen to you guys. We're going to drop the price. We're going to drop it to basically the standard price of games nowadays. And my thing is I don't think we know enough about the game to like justify the game even being as cheap as the first game was. Because my hope is that they're justifying the price because they built on the first game. They built upon the first game. Nobody should be looking for the first game and the second one. People should be looking for the game to be expanded on based on the first one. So when I look at a higher price point, I look at it as, whoa, is the game bigger? Is there more shit to do? Is there more mechanics that weren't in the first one? And I don't know enough. I don't think any of us know enough.
Well, let
But
me answer some of that real quick before you continue on because you brought up some good points. And Steven, are you back with us? All right, chat, let me know if you can hear Steven.
Yeah, I can hear him.
All right, so, and Steven, I want to get your opinion, and you too, Nelson, because this is something that piqued my interest. You're right, Iron Man, but then you're not right. Because, and I'm going to explain why you're right, why you're not right. You're right in terms of, yes, if the game is bigger, better, stronger, faster, cost is going up, sure, there may be some adjustments you can make. But then you're wrong in the sense that when the fuck has Xbox done something right? Like when?
I mean, look at
Hey,
games
the
that they're
first
bringing.
70. They didn't change the first $70 game.
Hold on. Look at all the games that released on Xbox and the quality and the 30 FPS. Now look at the games that they're bringing that were originally on Xbox that they're bringing now to PlayStation with the updates and now the game. You know what I'm saying? Like even look because here's the thing: when you're putting a game on PlayStation, you just can't put a product on and that's just the reality of it. These motherfuckers buy their games. Not all of them, but when they're looking for a game, they have to look at buying them, right? So they know, okay, we can't put shit quality on PlayStation and expect people to buy it because they're not fucking going to. We're going to have player engagement on Xbox in terms of Game Pass, but we want people to buy it. And where's most of their sales going to come from? It's going to come from PlayStation.
But wait,
so
hold on, dude.
They can't release games at 30 FPS anymore.
No, I agree
quality.
with that. Like, if they weren't putting shit on PlayStation, they would not have changed that price.
Hold on real quick, and then I'm gonna get into. And I want Steven to jump in here. Let me just say this one thing,
give a fuck.
Because let's just for ease of conversation, right? Let's say that PlayStation first party games are a level 5 of quality. 1 to 5, 5 being quality. And by quality, I mean they're polished. They give you the 30, 60, 30, 60. What is this? They give you the 30 frames, 40, 60. Let's say they do all that. That's what I mean by quality. I don't mean how good a game is or the story or none of that shit. I'm just talking about a good quality game, bug free, stuff like that, right? So Xbox, what you're saying is that Xbox finally got up to that standard, which is basically the base standard that every game should be at. And now they feel that they should jump up, not just to what the market is asking for pricing of games, but now exceed that? let me ask. Go ahead, Leon. Answer that. What I just said. Do you think that Xbox deserves to say fuck the $70 market value of games, but because we finally caught up with what the standard is, we deserve more? Is that what Brett is kind of saying? Because there's competition now. Yeah.
I think that's a lie.
No, it's not. You can only release. You can only release Forza once.
Because 5 million you guys remember. Hold on.
Hold on. Wait. Hold on, gentlemen.
Hold on.
Steven, hold on.
No, the passion is nice.
Relax.
I'm for the passion.
Hey,
No, you
wait,
don't need to apologize.
stop. We
The
have
passion is
Steven.
nice.
Check your Nelson. Walk Steven through the settings again, because people are saying they can't
He
hear
can't
him.
hear him.
And I just double
Okay.
checked here.
You go to party voice. You go over to the three dots. Voice chat settings. Share your voice. Allow.
Damn, that was a good one too. I was like, fuck, that's a good one.
Dude, I'll tell you this. I'm passionate, bro. I'm passionate about
No,
games.
yes,
I'm
fuck
passionate,
yes.
but you know what? I'm one
you.
of those. I'm one of those people that will, if I'm wrong, I'll admit I'm wrong. So
No, keep going. That's what we do here, bro. Keep going. I just was mad because they didn't hear you.
Oh, damn! See, that was my best one. I was about to eat. I was about to go mute and eat the rest of my burrito. Damn.
No. Go ahead. Keep yelling at Brett. Keep fucking yelling at him. We all yell at him anyways.
Hey,
Yeah.
Rick, I understand where you're coming from, and I see that if you're always, were you always like a fanboy? I'm sorry, no, not fanboy. A fan of Xbox. Were you always a fan of Xbox? Kind of seeing how they did things and hope that they would get better as it went along. Yeah.
Me, listen, and everyone can hold. I just like playing video games, bro. It doesn't matter where it's at, where I'm playing them at. I just personally like playing video games.
I agree.
I like more, like probably more than outside of like being a father to my kids. There's probably nothing else that I like more than that than like playing video games. Like, so like I don't really pay attention to that stuff. But like back on that like topic. You guys are home to what people consider the best racing game in the world. Like when they announced Forza coming to PlayStation, all I heard is, no, we got Gran Turismo 7, this, that, and the third. But the
Very
game
different games,
sold
though. If they did,
but it sold 5
it
million.
sold 3 million for one, and two.
Now we can
Forza
see what they would
Horizon's
do
the
with
only quality
Forza
game they've
Motorsport.
made in the last 15 years.
Because
yes, but if you could go on to a space where people
There's no
literally
competition
think
for that
the best-
game.
Which game?
There's none.
And what game?
Forza Horizon. Name another decent open world racer. There's not one.
Yes, but I feel like most people that play
Motorfest?
racers
Trash.
are. I think
They're not the
motorsports is
same.
trash too.
Motorsport is trash.
But the whole thing of when Horizon was announced on PlayStation was nobody's gonna fucking buy it, and that was completely
said
thrown
that?
at everybody. What do you?
No,
what
they
do you
didn't.
The whole
I knew
thing,
people would
dude,
buy
I'm
it.
telling you.
I knew people would buy. I didn't think they'd buy it as much as they did, but it's
That's
also
what I'm
been on
saying.
sale
So
every fucking.
I think that puts a nail in the coffin of like Xbox games aren't going to sell well. The thing is I honestly they will. because a lot of people just want to play games. Not everybody's a console warring fuck that's just like, I keep my games on my platform. Some people just want to play games. Some people just aren't going to go out and buy another console to play a game that they want. Some will hope and pray that game someday comes to their
Let
console.
me interrupt you real quick because I remember this conversation that we had on the podcast.
Me
don't
too.
know.
We were like, the only quality game they have is Forza.
But I was playing Horizon, the remastered version, on the podcast, and I was talking about how great the game looked and all that. And the discussion that we were having at the time was if Xbox can port those games over to PlayStation, because that's when we got the announcement, if it's quality, it would do well, right? Because PlayStation gamers buy their games. They don't go to the subservice because that's not how PlayStation is formatted to be. So Forza selling what it did, two things. It's a novelty thing, right? One of the first Xbox games to come over to PlayStation.
Yeah, it's kind of like the first when Spider-Man came to fucking and Horizon came to PC. Now people don't give a shit anymore.
Two, Forza Horizon filled a slot that PlayStation is lacking, just like PlayStation is lacking on first-person shooters, third-person shooters. These are also things PlayStation is really lacking in. So if we got, and this is going to be another litmus test, right? With Gears coming out next month, we'll see how that does. But that one I'm not looking too closely because it's Gears, right? Everybody knows what Gears is, and having an Xbox, cornerstone of a game coming over to PlayStation, I expect for it to do well. But let's keep this moving. Leon, with Xbox pumping over their games to PlayStation, do you think that Xbox is over there sitting tight? Because remember, Xbox made the announcement that moving forward, their holiday games are going to be 80. And what they mean by that is they're big AAA games, right? Do you think that Xbox is going to be pushing those games at 80 on PlayStation and Xbox first? Or do you think they're waiting for PlayStation to kind of give them the green light saying, okay, we're now doing 80, so now they can go ahead to do 80 as well? Or do you think they're going to stick with the 70 until PlayStation, because they're the leader, right? Until PlayStation changes things. What do you think about that?
Well, my problem, my thing is they're going to, it's going to be what Sony wants them to do.
That's true too.
Because Sony is in control. You can say, oh, they're not. It's them. They allowed Forza to come onto their system. They didn't have to. They didn't have to put those four on their system. They said, all right, we'll test the water. We'll see what we can get from them. 3 million. Okay, we get 30% of that. That's great. That's good. Now they're going to test the rest and see what they can get. Now, if they continue to get 3 million per, yeah, it's a great investment. It's a good investment. That's 3 million. That's more money they can invest in their games. But the problem is, they're still gonna. The problem is they still owe that 80 million. They need to make that money back. Their investors are still there, like I said before, and they're looking at this. It's like, okay, 3 million is great, but that's a drop in the bucket compared to what we dished out.
Yeah,
So
you already used Forza. Maybe you got another Forza coming, Horizon, and that would do well. But other than that, once you do Gears 1, 2, and 3 in the Master Collection, what else you got? You've sucked for fucking 15 years.
E-Day's coming out.
E-Day might be okay.
That might start
Thank the
something.
fuck Christ they went back to when other people did it better.
They're going to reboot the system. I have a feeling they're going to reboot it, and they're going to leverage PlayStation and other systems to basically run their stuff and go that way. I see that what they're trying to do. I can see their motive of to why put E-Day on, because you can start to reboot the whole system, then put the original on there so you have nostalgia, and you can reboot the whole system and have it going forward on PlayStation and itself.
Yeah, because that Gears 4 and 5 shit wasn't working. People didn't give a fuck about that.
No, they dropped the ball. See, they've been shooting themselves in the foot for decades. No, since Halo 5.
Yeah.
Since freaking Gears 4 and 5. It's like, dude, you had a winning strategy. Stop flipping and trying to make somebody else the protagonist. Make them the main person that have dual protagonists, do that. They screwed that up royally. It was just amazing how you can freaking do that. But then your people's not buying, so why bother?
Okay, let me catch up with the chat real quick because Lyoko said some interesting things, which I think pertain more to our next conversation. But he says it's both. The majority of gamers want to be able to play games with their friends no matter what platform they're on. There is truth to that, Lyoko, and you're right? Because people do want to play with their friends no matter if their friends are on PC, Xbox, Switch. That's true. He says plus it's a good strategy to make the most money possible and you're not losing anything. It's a win-win to put games on every platform. I think he's talking about Xbox transitioning over to PlayStation, right? Where they already paid for this fucking thing. The only additional cost they have is whatever the port cost is, right? So
Yep.
they put it on PlayStation. Basically, everything's free from that point forward, making the most money possible. I think that the reason the game went on sale quickly, and mind you guys, my or my workforce experience has been sales. I've been in sales since I started working, so I am very familiar with how a company thinks in regards to sales. And the reason I believe that the game Forza Horizon went on sale quickly is because they made a shit ton of money on the pre-orders. I mean, guys were pre-ordering the $120
Probably,
edition
yeah.
like it was
It's on its
nothing.
third sale already. The game's been out.
Yes,
It's had almost as many sales as it's been out weeks.
and we all know we've all been video gaming for 30 fucking years, just about. I mean, I don't know how old Steven is. I know Nelson's 38, or 39.
I'm
I'm
39
37.
now.
Brett's
Man, you guys are
32.
young. I'm
Oh yeah, I
40. I'm
forgot.
54. I'm
Oh yeah.
55.
Nah, you're right in there, man. Damn, wait, you're almost
I've
my
been.
dad's age, bro.
Hey, wait, hold up, son.
Papa,
Just play. Just play.
papa, papa. So Steven's been gaming for longer than us, but we all know that the hottest time or the time that the game will sell the most is, the first day, the first week, the first month, right? After that,
Hmm.
it takes a pretty deep decline. So Forza being on sale this much does not surprise me one bit. I think they really fucking hit it out of the park with the pre-sales, and I think that they got that taste. Now they have metrics, right? Because this is what their third or
Hmm.
fourth game that they have on PS5. So now they have some
It's
reports
the
they
first
can
big
print out.
game though.
We also got Circle, Indiana Jones, right? But now the reports start coming out. When I go to work tomorrow,
That didn't do good though.
I'm gonna have reports from Friday night, Saturday, Sunday that I gotta review, and then on Tuesday I'm gonna have reports for Monday. So now they have these reports. Now they can start making some business decisions based on this information. So this is very important, and I think all this ties into the pricing change for Outer Worlds 2, which we got the discussion going. Let me read this other one. Henry says, "Hey man, I said they should have priced it at $49.99. Well, let's continue with that conversation because I don't think we finished it out yet. So $49.99. We are going based off of what Outer Worlds 1 was. Now, it is very rare, and I don't want to dismiss Iron Man because Iron Man made some good points. Hey, the game's it may be bigger, stronger, better, right? But we also have history behind us. And generally, games don't do such a huge turnabout where if one game is one way, the second game generally isn't completely different, completely bigger. Like you don't see those changes too often. The biggest change like that I remember is Helldivers. Helldivers 1 to Helldivers 2, completely different game. And they still sold it at $40. Sure, there is some live service elements in there that weren't quite as defined in the first one, but still, do you guys have an idea of another time during gaming history where the first game was one thing and then the second game or the sequel was something completely bigger, something completely more, more polished or more whatever? Nelson, do you remember any?
Only if there was like decades in between them, like a Baldur's Gate 2 to 3,
Yeah,
like 20 years in between them.
Hmm.
yeah. What about you, Steven? Anything that comes off the top of your mind?
Half-Life 1 and 2, because there was like fucking whatever decade in between them or whatever it was.
It's like Fallout 4 to New Vegas.
Okay.
That was a kind of a big
I think that was a
difference.
downgrade personally, but
Yeah. Well, I mean Fallout 3 and New Vegas. I'm sorry, Fallout 2 to Fallout 3, then New Vegas, because
Yeah.
that was a huge jump because you went from
two generations.
Top down,
Yeah.
to top down. I played them all.
Two different
But-
makers too, the originals to
Mhm.
Bethesda.
What
Yep,
about
you're right. But it's
what
still
ab-
I think it was still Obsidian, right?
No, I think it
No.
was. I think it got sent
Obsidian
out.
made New Vegas, Bethesda made 3, and 2 and 1 was made by what the hell was the name? It was the people They ended up becoming Obsidian, but they're the team. I don't remember what the hell their name was though. You know what
Idol
I'm talking about
Studios or
though?
something like that. I
Isle
don't think it was
Studios, Black Isle Studios.
IDOS.
There you
Oh
go.
yes. I
And
remember.
what
Black
about
Isle
you?
Studios. They
What
closed down.
What about you, Iron Man? Can you remember the last game that did that huge of a jump for the sequel? Iron Man? No, he's gone. And the reason I
No, I'm here.
asked that,
I'm here.
oh, you're
I'm
there.
here.
Okay. Can you
Uh,
remember? And this isn't a quiz or
I'm
anything like that. I just want to see off the top of our heads because I'm sure there is games out there like that. But I want to hear from you guys what you guys, if you remember anything.
not
Okay.
not really.
Now let me get back to my point real quick because we just named a few games and the consensus is generally a different team's working on it or there's been a lot of years in between. Outer Worlds is doing that jump, but financially. We're going from a $50 game to an $80 game. That's double the money. It's very, very hard to justify that, right? Very, very hard, especially when there hasn't been that much time in between games, especially when we all played the first game and we see the scope is more in line with like a high AAA or double A, low AAA, right? So I think Xbox did the right choice here. I think in all reality, they got greedy. They thought that they can pull
I
in
think
the
the
numbers.
pre-orders told them nobody's buying this
Nobody's
shit.
buying that shit at that price. Exactly. You're not Nintendo. Shit. You're not PlayStation. You're Xbox, my guy. Focus on your Game Pass pricing. Before I move on to the next topic, anybody else have anything to say about the pricing with Outer Worlds or
If they're
pricing in
gonna
general?
try 80, they should have tried it on like Forza Horizon 6 or Gears of War E-Day or
That can still
Elder
happen.
Scrolls, whatever the fuck number they're on, something that people would buy.
Yeah.
That can still happen, though. That can
Yeah.
still happen. Don't
It
forget
probably
that's where
will.
they're moving. And it's I don't know, man. I'm hoping. Here's my problem, and why I'm not too savvy on Outer Worlds. Didn't the same group make Avowed?
Yes.
That bomb like
So
motherfucker too.
that tells me a lot about where their scoping is, because Booty's gonna scope,
Yep.
and that's what he's gonna do. He's gonna freaking make it
Yeah, it's
not
not
as
an expensive
good.
game. The first one wasn't either.
No,
It's not an expensive game to make. It was
no,
like a
it never was.
$40 million title. It's a good game, but it's, you know what I mean?
It
Like a
rem-
Banishers, you sell it for like 50, $60. That's
yep.
hope to sell a couple million,
It
maybe
reminded me of New
eventually.
Vegas. It reminded me of New Vegas, because New Vegas was it was big, but it was kind of shorter, and it was a little bit more narrow in scope.
Yeah.
And I love the Obsidian. It's just when Microsoft got him, I'm like, dang it, they're gonna do the exact same thing as they did with Mixer, with everything else.
Yeah.
Dumb it down and then try to freaking buy their way into it, and it sucks because it's not a bad studio. It's just like everyone says, it's the leadership.
And mind you, guys, I'm interested in Outer Worlds too. At the 70 price
Hmm.
point,
I
now
am
I'm
too.
more
That's a game I
at
buy on like the first sale, like when it hits
Yeah.
$50. Like, yeah,
yeah.
I'll get that.
Well, that's what I'm saying is that
Because
I'm still
on
apt to buy the
Xbox,
game. I'm just not gonna pay 70.
I'm at like 0.4% of people that beat the fucking, what do you call them, the expansions. Ain't nobody beat that shit but me and like 3 other people on Xbox.
Well, that's typical
So
Xbox stuff. We need to be
I
speaking
know.
on PlayStation, side because we all know that game's gonna be successful because of PlayStation. Brett, is Outer Worlds a game that you're getting day one or playing, when it comes out, whether you're waiting for a sale or whatnot?
Nope.
Nope. All right.
No, way too close to other games.
And Steven, you already established that it's not a game that you are really looking forward to.
I'll probably buy it when it goes on like $20 sale. I'll do the thrifty thing.
Okay.
And do something like that. Or, I'll get it when it's on sale. I'm not going to need it. I got too many other games that are coming out that I'm going to play.
When is
Still
that
gotta
game coming out?
finish,
November or something like that?
something like that. I still got to finish D2 and 1. And that's a trek.
Yeah. I just beat Death Stranding too. All right. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I'll be getting it day one or not. I mean, if I have some points or something like at GameStop where I got my $5 coupon and I can get it down to like 60 day one or week one, I'll get it then. If not, I'll probably wait till it's a little bit cheaper. But we'll see what happens. We'll keep talking about this as time goes on. Let's get into our next topic real quick because we're eating up time already. Battlefield 6. Battlefield 6 came out. with their
Mm.
basically their story announcement trailer, no gameplay whatsoever. They're going to be doing another trailer that's going to be showing the multiplayer side of things, which to me is already a good thing, right? Because my problem with the last
Mm-hmm.
Battlefield was no campaign. I don't play these multiplayer games. I'm a single player gamer, so I avoided the last one because of that reason. But something that I didn't like about this trailer was that it was all CGI. There was no gameplay, right? So people are getting hyped, and you do you. I thought it was cool. The music, the visuals, war. I'm ex-military. Nelson's ex-military, so we get hard when we see shit like that, which I did, of course. But as always, I'm gonna be more cautious. Now, EA has stated, or they haven't stated, but reportedly, EA is aiming for 100 million players for Battlefield 6. So let's get into the discussion of this. Let's start with Iron Man real quick. Iron Man, what did you think of the reveal trailer? What do you think about EA's lofty gamer goal number of 100 million? What do you think pricing is going to be for this game? And what do you think about the overall vibe of Battlefield 6? Do you think they learned their lesson? Do you think they're going to do the same old, same old? What do you think?
I personally think Battlefield is better than Call of Duty in every way imaginable. Now, I think Battlefield 2042 was trash. My favorite,
For damn sure.
my favorite like first person shooters growing up was like Battlefield 3, Battlefield 4. I prefer it over Call of Duty. Now, I believe, believe it or not, that there is it's going to be tough, but I think they could hit that 100 million players just because like Call of Duty is just corny as shit anymore. It no offense if anybody likes it here, but that game is just dog
Since
shit
they got
anymore.
bought
I mean,
out, it's been gotten worse and worse. The
you're,
Beavis
you're,
and
you're,
Butthead and King of the
that's what
Hill
I'm
and
saying. Like it's
God
not.
damn,
It's
bro,
like
are you
Call of
serious?
Duty.
You're gonna lose your
Call of,
hardcore.
it
Like,
used to be a military shooter, bro, and it's no longer like it no longer holds that weight. And then here you come, dude. You have Battlefield 6. They show this badass CGI showing you, the destructive environments that we could potentially be looking forward to. Like they show you, they showed me enough to like make me want more. And like you obviously know we're going to be in San Francisco in some aspect because of the bridge.
Golden Gate
But
Bridge.
I think they could hit that because like they're also like a lot of things are coming out that they might have a battle royale and like I think that's the only thing that really keeps the Call of Duty name alive much anymore is Warzone. You know what I'm saying? When you think of Call of Duty and people that still play Call of Duty, nine out of 10 of them play Warzone. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm excited. I'm super excited. I'm excited for a campaign. I'm excited for the multiplayer, and I hope they don't do what Call of Duty does and adds corny skins, even though they've never done it. Like I don't want to see it be a thing now. It's never been a thing. Let's not make it a thing now. But like it's EA, so I mean there are some things to worry about, but. This seems like a passion project because they were coming out with videos before that even released of like all the studios that were involved and all the stuff that's going on, and it seems like there's a lot of passion built behind this game, and that's all I'm looking for is devs that want to make this game, and it seems like this is a game that they want to make. So let's hope and pray that like when it releases, it really is what we're hoping it is.
Nelson, what about you? Do you think that Battlefield 6 has a chance of hitting that 100 million gamer number that they want? Do you think that they learned their lesson? What do you think about this? Nelson?
Nothing.
pass. I got
Oh,
people.
well, Steven, what do you think about that, man? Oh, Steven's gone too. All right, well, I'll go. So with Battlefield 6, what I think is they're not going to hit this 100 million gamer mark at least for the first couple years. I really, really don't. I mean, a lot of people were jaded because of the Battlefield 2042 situation and how that whole thing came out. Steven, are you back with us?
Can you hear me now?
There you are.
Yep.
Well,
Uh,
I'm rotating between PC and PlayStation. Sorry, I want to read some of the comments, but never mind. I don't have to read. I'm old. So
No,
I don't need to read.
you're good. I was just I went ahead because you weren't there. Nelson had to step out. But basically, what I was saying, and I'm gonna ask you next is, do I think they're gonna hit that 100 million gamer mark? I said no, not right away. At least not in the first couple years. Maybe in a year or two, if they can show the gaming community that they did learn their lesson, that they are trying to do things different, that they want to go back to the basics. You know, everything that people love about Battlefield. But remind you, or just to remind you guys, Battlefield has never been that big of an IP. They've always capped out right around that 40 million kind of mark, 50 million player kind of mark. So to double or even triple what they did before seems like a tall mountain to climb. Now, what I will say is that they do have the chance of doing this, especially with how Call of Duty has been behaving in recent years.
Mm-hmm.
I think people are
Facts.
looking to make a change and they're just
Hmm.
waiting for the right opportunity. I'm a single player gamer. Right? I don't care too much for multiplayer shit. I play with the guys just so I can play with them because they're my friends. But if they never asked me to play a game with them, I wouldn't give a fuck unless is a co-op, campaign that we can play like Dying Light or something like that. I'll do that all day. But no, I don't think they'll hit 100 million. I think that them hitting that 100 million is going to be completely up to them. Where it's not like other games where I would say, hey, they really got to sell themselves. No, the ball's in their court. How they put this game out is going to dictate everything. As far as the campaign goes, that's what I'm looking forward to with Battlefield. I'm so happy that they announced it this time around. I hope that it's a decent campaign, not a 4 or 5 hour campaign. I hope that it's at least 8 hours, 10 hours, and I will be happier than ever. Steven, we'll pass it on to you. What do you think? Do you think they'll hit that 100 million mark? What do you think about the CGI trailer? What do you think about it all?
To me, it sounds like to me that they're having that Square Enix kind of expectations where they're
Yeah.
going a little bit too far ahead of themselves, and not trying to read the room on Battlefield. Battlefield, you're right. Battlefield never was, when I played it, my 3 and 4. I mean, it never was like huge. Like not like COD. COD was
Hmm.
some kind of anomaly that always brought people back. The thing is, my problem is it's not a problem. I just see them I think 40 million people, man. I don't see 50 because they kind of killed some of their their goodness. Their they killed some of their what is it? Their good damn it,
Goodwill,
I can't yeah,
like
thank you,
brownie
Will.
points.
Goodwill. Yes, the brownie points. Yes, they kind of killed that with 47, or was it 20
40, 42, I think.
42 2042. They killed it with that. It's like, come on, man. I wanted a campaign. I didn't want to play that. I went in
Yeah.
there, played it, and I was like, I was done. I'm out. Done. I liked it. I like those games. I like
Is
the
there a
story.
free
I
to
hope
play aspect to the game?
I don't think so, but
Then
we
I
don't
don't know
know
how they're
enough.
planning on getting that, because if there's a free to play part of it, I think they'll hit 100 million. People are like,
yeah,
oh, that's
yeah, I
unattainable.
agree.
But you know what? Apex did it in like a week, and nobody knew what the hell an Apex was.
Yeah.
Well,
Seriously.
the thing
That's
about
why when
Apex,
Halo was like, oh, we got 25 million people, I'm like, that's it? Lifetime? Like,
but
Apex did that in
Apex,
week one, and nobody knew Apex was even coming. I remember being at work, and there's 50 million people have been on in 3 days, and I'm like, the fuck is an
but I
Apex?
think
Like a
exactly.
dinosaur?
I really think that's the reason Apex did do those numbers because it was so new. It came from a big company. It was a very polished game. You know what I mean? So
They
I
had
think that
no run up
Korea.
to it, though. Like, I found out about it at work on a podcast.
Well, people look. People blame marketing for the problems of a lot of games. I've never blamed marketing. I mean, yes, marketing does have some to do with. I mean, it has a lot to do with games. Let's be real. But I actually think that too much promotion of a game is a bad thing. I just said this on Twitter the last week. The people that are making baby steps, showed something, and I'm like, bro, release the fucking game already. You guys have been fucking talking about this game for a year, and you just gave us release date fucking not that long ago, and you're still talking about this. Like, put it the fuck out. Like, it's fatigue at this point. But I think that gamers are in tune, and if you buy that big old slot on the PlayStation Store in the first page, this brand new game, give it a cool fucking picture. People are gonna check it out. If it's free to play, fuck, they'll check it out with no fucking problem. Um, the other question that I have for you guys in regards to Battlefield 6 is, so we have kind of a split thing here where Brett kind of thinks they can do 100 million. I think that they possibly can, just depending on how the game releases and the state it's in, and if they stick to what they said they're going to do. Leon kind of thinks it won't. Nelson is like, well, if it's free to play, it may. So how are they coming up with this number then? If we all have similar reaction to it, how is EA? Do you think EA is saying, you know what, we have the capacity to do 100 million? Is it that they're looking at Call of Duty and they're looking at these other games and saying, yeah, we can do what they do? Is that what this is coming from, Nelson? What do you think?
I think there has to be a free to play thing. Otherwise, like, you're gonna have to wait 5 years for it to have been on Game Pass, Epic, free on Epic. You know what I'm saying? Like, giving away free everywhere. If you otherwise, what game sells 100 million copies? Like fucking Grand Theft Auto, because people buy it for the cards, I guess. But other than that, like, no game sells 100 million. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Minecraft, I guess, over like 15 years for like $10.
What about you, Steven? What do you think that they're coming up with this fucking number from, where they're confident?
There has to be a free to play. I'm just saying.
I agree with Nelson. I think there is a free to play. I think there might be I think there is a battle royale too.
Yeah, that's what I think it's gonna be free to play.
I would play that.
I seen some beta footage. There's some out there that people are actually playing it.
Oh yeah, I seen this like 40 minutes long or something like that.
Yep. And it looks good. It looks slower paced. You got to be more with strategic, tactical. That's what I like. I like tactical. I don't like to have to run in, get popped. I'm slower. Reflex wise.
I think we all are, man. I think we're all at that age where we're like, yeah. What about you, Brett? What do you think? What do you think they're coming up with this number? Do you think this is achievable?
I think they're looking at what's called said. I think their battle royale is going to be a heavy selling point to the game. I think it exists. I think it's going to be the free to play aspect of the game, because even when you look at Call of Duty really doesn't do that well outside of.
Call of Duty only sells 20 to 30 million copies. How you expect to sell 100 million copies?
Most of their players come from like the Warzone thing, and then those players, where that money comes from is they sell the ridiculous skins. People buy the skins, and that's where I feel like most of their money is coming from. So I think they look at it as Call of Duty's been kind of whack, extremely whack. They come out with a game every single fucking year. People are sick and tired of them coming out with a game every single year. So let's give them the Battle Royale experience, but in the battlefield like format. And I think if it's a thing and it's real, I think that's going to be something that people are highly fucking interested in. I really do. And I think that's where a lot of their players are going to come from. But I also think that they're gonna sell quite a bit. Honestly, I really do. It's just people are just tired of Call of Duty, dude. They are. It's just boring. Like when you think of Call of Duty, like most people are like, does it have zombies? Does it have fucking zombies?
That's all I've played since like Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, because it's like after the first couple, it's like, okay, I'm just playing this again.
Yeah, and I mean,
when it comes out every year, it loses its luster to me. I don't know.
Zombies has a better story though, too, if you really think about it.
Yeah, well, that's not saying much.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. I know. But I mean, look at the older.
I'm that way about everything, though. Like, if something comes out every year, I really don't. You know what I mean? That's kind of like why I stopped giving a shit about fucking Assassin's Creed. After like the 6th one came out, I'm like, I don't give a fuck about you no more. Like, it's like a chick that never goes home. Like, I'm never gonna miss you if you never leave me the fuck alone.
What killed it for me is they killed off the original protagonist. I'm like, oh, forget it. This is the reason why I play, because I got invested in him, and he dies. What the hell? I mean, if I'm spoiling that for somebody, I'm sorry. But it's what it is, man. It's sorry.
Well, and, I still stick to this opinion to this fucking day. I said it with Concord. I said it for numerous games. I think the key to success with multiplayer games, live service games, is adding a single player component. A component where people can play by themselves, get to learn the world, get to learn the characters, get to know, the lore, and then jump them into that crazy chaotic world, because there's a foundation, there's a backbone. People start to care. But that's a whole other topic for discussion. Let's move on to the fucking bread and butter, meat and potatoes, uh, whatever other euphemism you want to use. But the internet went crazy the last 2 days this weekend. The internet is going nuts because why? Is it because PlayStation's going out of business? No. Is it
Yes.
because Nintendo came out with an actually good hardware like that runs at 60 frames per second at 4K, or 60 frames per second, 4K, 120, no stutters? No. Because Nintendo stopped breaking consoles. No, they're breaking even more. People are tripping because of a job posting on PlayStation career website. So I'm going to go ahead and go over this job posting with you guys. And then I'm going to go around the board, get everybody's opinion on this. Then after we get everybody's opinion, I got some numbers, I got some stats that I'm going to sprinkle in the conversation and see where it takes us. But if you just came in, welcome to the State of Gaming podcast. We just got a whole bunch of people that came in. Thank you for being here. We have Iron Man in the house. We have Steven Leon, and we have my co-host Nelson Gaming Culture, and yours truly, Will 777JP. So thank you. Damn, did I say 4 sevens? Will 777JP. Well, here we go, guys. So careers.playstation.com. PlayStation is currently hiring, listen to this in case you're looking for a job, Senior Director, Multi-Platform, and Account Manager. Position is full-time. Location is San Mateo, California. Job ID number is R-120538. I can apply now and I can share. It says here, why PlayStation? Meaning, why would you want to work at PlayStation? PlayStation isn't just the best place to play, it's also the best place to work. Today, we're recognized as a global leader in entertainment, producing the PlayStation family of products and services, including PS5, PS4, PlayStation VR, PlayStation Plus, acclaimed PlayStation software titles from PlayStation Studios, and more. PlayStation also strives to create an inclusive environment that empowers employees and embraces diversity. We welcome and encourage everyone who has a passion and curiosity for innovation, technology, and play to explore our open positions and join our growing global team. The PlayStation brand falls under Sony Interactive Entertainment, a wholly owned subsidiary of Sony Group Corporation. Senior Director, Multi-Platform and Account Manager. This position's overview reports to the Vice President, Commercial Management as Senior Director of Multi-Platform and Account Management. You will play a critical leadership role in shaping and executing the global commercial strategy for PlayStation Studio software titles across all digital platforms beyond a PlayStation hardware. Now, this is where the problems come in. This includes Steam, Epic Games, Epic Games Store, Xbox, Nintendo, and mobile. This role is accountable for optimizing title profitability, ensuring cross-functional alignment, and leading high-performing team focused on multi-platform expansion, mid-range commercial planning, and platform partner management. Key responsibilities: oversee the out-of-year mid-range commercial strategy for PlayStation Studio titles across all non-PlayStation platforms, driving long-term revenue growth and audience reach. Cross-functional planning. Lead the commercial contribution to PlayStation Studios mid to long-range planning, ensuring SIE leadership is informed with data-driven insight and strategic perspective. This is the last bit, guys. Studio partnership and influence. Act as the primary commercial liaison and escalation point for heads of production and studio heads of production and studio leads, securing alignment and buy-in on go-to-market strategies and publishing policies. Partner with marketing, product, and global publishing teams to develop and execute cohesive launch plans and lifecycle strategies for multi-platform titles. Lead platform relationships across PC, and console ecosystem, Steam, Epic, Xbox, Nintendo, ensuring strong collaboration, promotional effectiveness, and performance optimization. I'm not going to continue with the rest, but there is one more thing that I want to highlight. This is a team leadership position, and some of these reports that you have to do is: one, direct multi-platform strategy and account management; two, senior manager, platform sales, Xbox and PC; manager, platform planning and performance, PC and Xbox. So what this job posting is saying is we need somebody to take PlayStation Studio games, take
And
them to
expand that
other
bitch.
platforms, in specific Xbox, Nintendo, Epic Games, Steam. Give us all the reports we need so we can make judge decisions based off this information. Marketing, you'll be working with, and you will have a team under you that will help you perform these tasks. Let's start with Nelson. Nelson, how do you take this?
I take it how it fucking says. I ain't dumb.
Okay, that was quick.
This is what I've been on Nintendo's dick lately, because I knew once Xbox basically, in a way, said we're done with this shit, and there's only 2 to 3 years of Xbox left in the console space in general. PlayStation's like, well, if they haven't got a PC for now, we're gonna get everybody else, and fucking we can do whatever we want.
Okay, Steven.
And they're gonna be generic motherfuckers.
Steven, how do you take this job posting? What is your opinion of this job posting?
You understand? We both were in like sales, my friend.
Yep.
We both see it, and I'm seeing it as okay. Yeah, there may be multiplayer kind of games coming to them.
Mm-hmm.
Does not. But yes,
they would have
did.
said that.
It did.
It said
No.
it said
Nelson, hold on.
Say that.
Hold on. Hold on.
It did say some of that.
Hold on.
It had some of that in it. It's multi.
Finish. Steven, finish what you're
Because
saying.
you can laugh about that because they'll be killing themselves even more.
No, Steven. Steven, finish what you were saying.
Should.
And
It's
then
money.
we're gonna go
I was
to.
part of a corporation. It's money.
Yes.
It's money.
They ain't been thinking about that for a while. They've been making it tastier to get a different platform.
Hold on. Steven, finish. Hold on. No, time out.
PC
we're gonna get into that discussion.
PC. That's fine. That's fine. PC's different. That's a different animal.
We're jumping ahead. We're jumping ahead.
Let me go. Let's go back.
Let's go back.
I see it as they may test the waters of what they want to put out. Right now, they're testing the waters with Helldivers. Helldivers 2. If they do that and it's successful and they actually buy the game, then great. We'll go ahead and see if we can put maybe Spider-Man or give them something else. Maybe give them some of their backlog, some older stuff that they may like, update some of the older stuff. But it's not going to go day and date. They're not going to go the way of Microsoft. Microsoft are the losers right now. They're the losers. They're losing with their strategy at this point in time. You follow their strategy, you're going to lose too.
You're going to lose too,
regardless of what you say. Losers are losers for a reason. Because they lose.
I want to
and the strategy is not what it should be. They banked on too much of Game Pass, because that's why they won't buy it. Look what Final Fantasy 16 did. It did nothing. So I mean, it doesn't bode well. I mean, if they start doing it, that's fine. I'll just switch to PC and I'll be done.
Now, stop right there, Steven, because that's going to be the next kind of flow of conversation. But and Brett, we're going to go to you next. But keep this in mind, gentlemen. Keep this in mind real quick, because once we're done with Brett, what I want to do is give each. I should have said this in the beginning, but what I want to do is give each individual person their initial thoughts, which Nelson did, Steven did, and now we're going to hear Brett. And then after Brett, I'll go.
At the tip. I'm just saying.
No, I know. But after that, I want to go over 3 main topics. The outside of this one, the first one is going to be why would they go full third party? The second one is going to be why they're not going to go full third party. And the third one is going to be the fanboyism. All right. So keep those 3 topics in mind. Iron Man, Go ahead and give me your initial reactions, but keep those 3 topics in mind. Don't go into those. Just keep your initial reaction to that job posting first.
I I I laughed a little when I saw it, just as like a gamer as a whole, because like I sit back and I see the like I troll with like the console warring, but like some of it I remember when Xbox went full third party. Well, it headed in that direction, and all the people talking shit and saying that that they lost this, that, and the third. I think it's pretty fucking awesome. Are we going to see day and date? No, but that doesn't make it any. It doesn't mean that your strategy is any better than Xbox is. Actually, in that format, I think your strategy is actually far worse than Xbox.
Yeah, me
because
too.
Here's the thing, because nobody wants to play a fucking game that's 2 years old. Nobody wants to play a game that's a year old that they've already seen everybody. And that's why like everyone's like, oh, Final Fantasy didn't sell well.
Right.
At the end of the day, nobody really gives a shit about Final Fantasy 16 probably anywhere.
You're going into
on all platforms, so.
You're going into the first topic of the 3 subjects.
Let's get into the topics, because it's hard to have this conversation.
I know it is, but that's the reason. That's the reason I did that, because if I didn't, each individual person will go on a fucking rant that's an hour long and then argue with each other. I want to keep it concise.
That's what I'm looking for.
I know you are, and so am I. Because I'm about to fucking be yelling and shit.
As soon as the Xbox basically announced.
Hold on.
I love it.
Let me get my fucking initial reaction too. So my initial reaction to when I saw the job posting, I actually saw from others first, second, third topic before I even knew what the fuck was going on. But when I actually saw the job posting itself, I thought to myself, oh, this is nothing but an account manager. Every fucking business has an account manager. The other thing that I saw about my initial reaction with this job posting is, this doesn't seem like a brand new position. This seems like either a position that already existed, but now they're making it official, or 2, they're replacing somebody that already had the position, because PlayStation already has games third party. Now, that is my initial reaction. Now, let's get into the first one. Nelson, we'll start with you. You're saying PlayStation is going to go full third party. They said, fuck what's been working with us for the last 30 years. We're going to go the loser route, which is what Xbox did. Baby. And that's it. You're saying that Xbox never bought a fucking game, but now PlayStation is going to make billions of dollars off the same consumer that doesn't buy fucking games. That's what you're saying. Go ahead.
What's Helldivers coming too soon? Hey, apparently they don't give a fuck. Something better than nothing, apparently.
Steven. The
devs wanted that, though. They've been wanting that from the beginning, so the devs actually wanted to put it on there. So I'm sure that's not the first, Sony that went out and said, hey, let me put this on the shittiest console and go from there.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
You know how many games that they've made that are second party that like their shit on other platforms? They tell them to go fuck themselves. Why are they so special?
Because
you own the IP, you just hire someone else to make the game.
They've always done it the right way. They know their customer. So Microsoft doesn't know their customer, because their customer is everyone now. Everything's an Xbox, right?
That's
so
a fact.
Everybody's a customer, but nobody's an Xbox customer anymore.
That's a fact.
It's a Microsoft gaming customer, because that's where it's going.
Brett.
Microsoft game. Once Xbox is gone, it's gone.
Brett. You're in, so you align with Nelson. What I'm getting here is that you and Nelson both think that PlayStation is going full-blown third party. Am I right or wrong?
I don't think full-blown third party, no, because I don't think every PlayStation game would sell well on Xbox. Absolutely not.
Give me what you think is going to happen with this.
So I think games like Helldivers, I think a game like Returnal, I think an IP like Spider-Man would sell very well on Xbox.
What's very well? Give me an example of numbers.
Well,
12.
See, and that's the thing, like the whole numbers thing. I don't, because here's the thing.
It's a corporation, brother.
But that's the name of the game. It's the numbers.
Yeah, but the thing is when I look at, okay, so then we'll talk numbers. Well, then the reason why they're doing this is because they see it as we got access to 75 million players. And our when's the last time they sold 10 million, even 8 million 8 million copies of a game on PlayStation?
Every first party.
Horizon Forbidden West.
No. Here's my thing. You have 75 million players.
Every first party.
You have 75 million players. Everyone says Xbox people don't buy games.
They don't.
When you look at the numbers as a whole, hold on. When you look at it as a number as a whole, at the end of the day, you have how many PS Plus subscribers? 50-something million, right? 50-something. So at the end of the day, a lot of your players have the same mentality as ours. The reason why your numbers are bigger is because you have a shit ton more players than us.
Yeah.
So like in all actuality, even PlayStation Plus, 55 million was like the last number that they had or whatever the fuck it was. Like people literally will buy games that they want, and that's just what it comes down to. And then we look at like how much does it cost to like port a game. Like we don't really know any of this. So like when we look at it as, oh, Helldivers 2 is coming over, like what we look at it is, oh, they need to sell fucking this much on Xbox to be successful. But like who the fuck are we to say that they need to sell this much? To like look at the history of Xbox to even put it on there. Obviously they know more than we do. Because look at the sales of Xbox recently; it's abysmal. So why even waste your time doing it?
Well, that's
why wouldn't they do it with every other game? Why would they do it with every other game?
Yes,
hit the nail on the head.
You hit the
head.
Yes. Why would they do that? Why would
waste
they?
your fucking time?
Exactly.
Because they obviously know more
No,
than we
no,
do.
no, 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 no. Time
No,
out.
they don't. They never
Time
do.
out. Time out.
They never know shit.
Because we're all agreeing to the same thing that Brett said, but we agree in completely different ways. Nelson is saying exactly why would they port it over, meaning that they're going to port everything over. Let's get the discussion out the way first, because PlayStation is not porting everything over. I don't know where people got this idea. I'm not saying you did. Nelson is. I don't know where people are getting this idea, and not just Nelson, but a lot of people online, where people are getting this fucking idea that PlayStation is going to bring more than live service games, Spider-Man, God of War, whatever the fuck, over to Xbox. Where are they getting this fucking idea from? Nelson, where are you getting this idea from?
You think they're opening this job just to fucking, just because Helldivers is coming up? Fuck no.
Hold on.
Expansion. You know
this
what expansion
job
means?
already existed.
It could be that they're managing the games that they're bringing in, too. Because they're bringing things over from Xbox
my thing is
to
live
PlayStation.
service. How many live service games does PlayStation really have, though?
That's
one.
But the
two,
thing is,
three.
It can do that. That's what that is. He is right. Being part of a corporation, that is an account manager. That's managing an account with people underneath. So you can take care of the people that are coming in from Xbox, so they can have a nice, clean, if they're coming over to PlayStation.
And Steven,
I don't know, I see it that way.
Not just what you just said, but also the person in this job is responsible for marketing, is responsible for negotiation. This is exactly what an account manager is. I'm going to give you guys an example. At my job, we have 3 companies in one. We have the one company who makes tools. We have the company that I work for that sells the tools they make plus additional shit. And then 3, we have an online company. The first company that I'll tell you offline. The company that makes the tools, they not only sell the tools to their sister company, which is me, but they also sell tools to Home Depot, Sherman-Williams, L&W, all these other companies. Okay? Then the third company, that's the online business, deals with both of us. That is what an account manager does. They fucking manage these games. They manage these accounts. Because people forget. They think of it as, oh, it's 1 game or 2 games. Helldivers alone brought in how many billions of dollars, and you're not going to have a person in charge of that? In what world are you not going to have? Shit. I couple G's a month in my household expenses, and I manage that with a fucking fine-tooth comb. Why the fuck wouldn't PlayStation have not just one position, but positions to manage one game that brings in hundreds of millions of dollars. We have MLB The Show that's a multiplat. We have Helldivers that's a multiplat. We have Lego that is actually there's way more multiplats, right? Because there's PC already. But all these games need to be managed. The studio doesn't manage sales. The studio doesn't manage marketing. These are all separate departments. So a big problem with people's misconception about this job is just not understanding how a business works. You have account managers, you have marketing, you have fucking sales, you have management. There is a lot of aspects. This job is a typical normal job that's part of every single corporation. Steven, get in here. I heard you chomping at the bits there.
No, I mean, you're right, because I worked for a company
Yo, what up, Jess? How you doing?
Kind of like yours. That deal. It sold, and they had account managers that managed accounts. They managed military accounts. They managed, other accounts for like maybe another. Oh gosh, can't remember. But building management and stuff like that. They sold the parts. They sold all the stuff. So they manage and they're taking care of what they're going to be using, which could be Xbox games, could be PC games that are coming over, things like that. That's what I read into it, because it said multi-platform, multi. When it said multi, I was like, oh, I see what this is. This is what you're saying. Oh man, I can't think right now. Damn. I was chomping at a bit for a while. I apologize, guys. But I see exactly what, because coming from a corporate world, they need people to manage the accounts that are coming up. These are new accounts that are coming in. You need to manage those new accounts and make sure they're running right.
Steven, and to make this very clear, I'm not saying, and just to make this very fucking clear, I'm not saying PlayStation is not going to go third party. I'm not saying none of that shit. I'm just explaining the fucking position, because people are making assumption. They're already third party. But what I mean by third party is bringing their fucking.
They're not full third party.
Yeah, they're not full third party. I'm just describing the fucking position, because people are out here fucking making assumptions on assumptions on assumptions on assumptions about a fucking position. Like, this doesn't tell us any fucking thing. Secondly,
I think it tells us a lot more than we think it does.
Not really. We have Xbox games coming over to PlayStation. You think there isn't an account manager for that? You think the fucking senior manager isn't dealing with those games? I'm asking you guys. You don't think that this position doesn't handle Forza on PlayStation?
I
don't know.
Yes. That's literally their job.
Here's the one thing I do know. Here's the one thing that we all know. This didn't come out till after like the real future of Xbox came out, which they kind of like confirmed that it's going to be, you're going to have like a console that you're going to be able to access Steam on. Now, how do you?
They're trying to get whatever they can out of Xbox.
Before that happens.
So you're telling me that after 30 years
I agree with Brett for once. Yes.
You're telling me after 30 years, hold on.
Xbox before they're gone.
You're telling me that after 30 years being in business as a multi-billion-dollar company, they now decided to get a fucking account manager. Get the fuck out of here.
I mean, why would they still continue to sell games on PC even though they sell like shit half the time? Do you really think they care about selling games like that?
It's money. It's money that they get out of about 70% of them.
Okay, so when they can have 1,000 concurrent players on one game, that's okay. But Xbox has to sell how many for it to be justifiable? You know what I'm saying?
We talked about that here. We talked about that today, right? What did we say? This is free money. Remember when we said that about Forza? This is free money.
Wrong with this. I don't see anything bad, but I don't see them going full third party. No, because like I said, I don't see every game selling well.
Now let's get into that part of the discussion. Right? Because we just talked about the position itself, but now let's get into the part of the discussion that people are assuming PlayStation going third party. We'll start with Nelson. Nelson, go ahead. Why would PlayStation go full third party? Oh, we can't hear you. Nelson, we can't hear you.
He went T-Pain on me now. Damn. Poor guy.
Nelson.
It's your mic, brother. It's your mic, bro.
Yeah, you're like far away or something. Well, Steven, we'll go to you. Why would PlayStation go third party? If these guys are right that PlayStation is going full third party, why would they do that? When they establish that their business, well, let's play their game, right? Let's say that PlayStation, yes, devil's advocate.
Well, they could see that they could maybe grow the business a little bit more, maybe have more things attuned to more globalness. Um,
I like that.
To be honest with you, it's kind of hard to think about that because what they're doing, they're making profit. They're making profit the way they're doing it. It's kind of hard to see that. But I've been a fan all my life, so it's kind of hard to see. But if they did it, then it's what it is.
Well, what I tell
But
people about my relationship with PlayStation is I play on PlayStation because they have the games I want to play. As soon as they
yep,
don't have that, then I
that's
fucking
true.
leave. I got no problem with that. I'm not married to PlayStation. And I think
And as soon as it goes everywhere else, I just play
yeah.
on PC.
Well, that's
That's it.
the thing with the backlash that I've been seeing with people is I think that the bigger the backlash, the more of they made their personality PlayStation, right? So they feel
Hmm.
real hurt from something that they are assuming is happening when we don't have enough information. Like all we know is Helldivers, a live service game, which they did tell us already, is going fucking to
Yep.
Xbox. Outside of
And they
that,
did
I
it.
don't know anything else.
If
I
you
don't know of
really
any
think
other
about it,
game.
go back to their financials. What did they state? People
Hmm.
forget this stuff and they don't really think about it. They don't even listen because a lot of Xbox X fans or fans want to hear what they want to hear. They like to have their ears tickled. They like to hear, oh my God, they're going to be coming back with it, and they're gonna have it everywhere. But their financials, when they did their financials, they said they're going to stick with first party games, then going to
Well, do
PC.
you think there's a possibility of PlayStation putting games on Xbox or Nintendo, let's say a year or two after
I can
release
see
date?
I could see them putting Spider-Man on Nintendo. To be honest with you, I can see them
Okay.
putting some of their PlayStation games on Nintendo because wasn't the one that was trying to get them out of business or buy them out of business.
Well,
See, they have a short-term memory and they remember these things.
do you think that if they do that, that's the end of PlayStation?
No, no, I don't think so. It's Nintendo. It's a little different. They'll be selective because Nintendo can't run everything that they can.
Okay,
Maybe Spider-Man.
what if they put Spider-Man on
Which mean,
Xbox?
Mm.
which
Would
means
that be the end?
they're gonna be looking. Oh, down the road, we're gonna be putting this game on fucking Nintendo. So we gotta make it so it's gonna run for it.
Yep,
They're gonna
exactly.
They're gonna become generic and a piece of shit just the way they're going.
How is it gonna be generic?
Garbage.
What do you
Why?
play?
Because they know they're gonna have to put
What
it
do you
on
play?
a
You play
pile
on a
of
PC?
shit.
What kind of PC do you run?
He's a pile of shit.
I'll tell you exactly if your PC's a pile of shit to me or not. See, that's the thing.
I'm talking
It
about
just depends.
Nintendo. They're putting it on everything.
Yeah, I mean, Nintendo's not going to put it on anything.
Series
So why should Sony do it?
Nintendo fucking mobile goddamn chip. Fucking they don't give a fuck. They're gonna
What do
be
you
just
think-
like Xbox.
What do you think
Garbage.
Xbox's chip was? It was a network chip. Their
Yeah.
CPU was a network CPU. That's what they're banking on cloud, and that shit didn't run.
Yeah,
So
they still don't
problem why
either.
they're-
Imagine
that's
that.
right. It's still in beta, and freaking Sony's does it better. Stupid. But I don't think they're gonna. I wouldn't bank on them doing that. I mean, they're still making profit, and their financials stated that they're going to do multi-plats everywhere. Multi-plats everywhere, not everything. Multi-plats.
Yeah, once again, my argument with this is I don't know how people can come up with all this because of a job posting. Like, this job doesn't give anything away about PlayStation going third party. Now, people want to know, do I care if PlayStation goes third party? Yeah, I fucking care. I think exclusives are extremely fucking important. And guess what? If PlayStation games that were exclusive go to another, and I'm speaking from the single player side because I don't give a fuck about multiplayer. Anybody who's followed me knows that I don't fucking care, right? But if single player games start going over, then yeah, I'm gonna be looking at things
they've been
different.
losing their mantra since they started going to PC because it's like all it's done for me is make PC more enticing.
Well,
like
yes.
I got less time on my hands than anyways. I can play this later and I can play. You know what I'm saying? All
Well,
it's
you
done
hit
is
the-
made me think about the opposite.
You hit the nail on the head. And where was the bitching and crying when PlayStation did that?
I was bitching the whole time, but I knew they were
I
going
was
to do it
upset with
anyways.
that.
I'm not talking about you guys, but in general, people out there were defending it, right? They weren't saying shit about
They
it. Some
sounded
people
like
were.
Xbox, unfortunately.
Well, they
They're
sound like
we
Xbox
sold a
now.
million. Do you think, even though that game's 3 or 4 years old, that million copies you sold on PC, you don't think over that course of that, whatever the hell it's been out, 2 years, you would have sold another million copy on PlayStation anyways? Yes, you would have. Fuck out of here.
Well, and also
You're
we
making
have
nothing more.
We have Horizon as an example too, right? And we heard it from PlayStation themselves. They put it on the sub-service too soon, and that hurt them in sales. So when we look at this position and PlayStation going full third party, meaning they go to Nintendo and Xbox, not just PC, because people tend to forget as well. PC gamers are not the same thing as console gamers.
Nope,
Even
really
right
not.
now, with the sales numbers that you see with games that are already out, The Last of Us, Spider-Man, God of War, Uncharted, whatever other games are on PC, the sales are minuscule. What are the two biggest successes they have over there? Helldivers and Stellar Blade, right? And Stellar Blade ain't even a first-party game. So there's a completely different type of gamer. So just based off that information alone, PlayStation wouldn't port all their shit over to fucking PC or Xbox or Switch. Am I wrong, or you guys think I got some truth into that?
I think you're wrong. I think you're wrong because the timing matters. Helldivers released day one, fresh, new game, fresh, super good experience, and then Stellar Blade wasn't too long after it came out. We're talking Last of Us. Like
second party's always been like that, though.
Yeah, it's always been a year at least.
It's always been as soon as they can get the motherfucker over, because before they started publishing on PC, they used to just have someone else do it. Like they publish it on PlayStation and then be like,
game,
okay, you can do whoever to.
It's more of a, it's almost like
port.
a published third party game. That's pretty much what it was. It's not a second party game. So they could, but that studio was able to do whatever they wanted with it. You know, Sony said, okay, you can do what you want.
Well, they own that game, but the way they did it before,
they published that game. They published that game. They don't own it. They published it.
No, they own it. They own the IP too. They don't own Neo.
No, they own Helldivers for a little bit. They own that for a few more years. There's a contract that they own that. They don't own it completely outright. Stellar Blade, I think they published it. We might have to look that up.
And look,
find
they own it. They don't own Neo or Rise of the Ronin because those are publishers. Usually, this is what I've noticed when looking at the stuff that they do. If they do it like, say, Neo or whatever, that studio is owned by a publisher. So they publish it. They have the publishing rights on their platform, and then they can do whatever with whoever. Now they're starting to publish it because they probably get whatever 25% of whatever's on another platform. But when they didn't, they'd go through like 505 or whoever the hell they picked to, you know what I mean, support the porting cost of it, and they get like a cut of that.
Nexus
it'd be a third party, like another publisher before they started doing their own PC stuff, you know. But when they go through like Neo is made by Team Ninja, who's owned by Koei Tecmo, they get to keep the IP, and then they get a piece of the
pie.
Yeah, exactly. But they don't own it. But usually when they work with an independent team, they don't have as much sway. So they basically contracted them to make the game, at least from someone I talked to. That
we cannot have
works at PlayStation.
Two things being true at the same fucking time. Especially the opposites. We cannot have PlayStation saying putting our games on a sub-service aren't selling too early, aren't selling too well. We cannot have PlayStation showing us the numbers of games going to PC and not doing well, and then at the same time saying they're going to go third party for everything everywhere. Like, just off that alone, it doesn't fucking equate here.
Well, none they're doing is making goddamn sense. They're like, oh, we're going to draw people into PlayStation by putting it on PC. All that makes it is like, damn, if I just wait a few years, I ain't got to buy PlayStation no more, even though maybe you only play your PlayStation games on PlayStation.
Yeah, but who's waiting 2 years?
Me. I got nothing
No,
but
the
time.
fuck you're not. You've been buying every single PlayStation first-party game that you're interested in. Day fucking one. Most people can't.
Stranding.
You weren't interested in that.
Yeah, bro.
I said games that you're interested in. People can barely hold themselves from pre-ordering a digital game.
I'm getting more patient in my old age because I'm getting less and less free time.
You were just talking about Lost Soul Aside.
Yeah, but I've been waiting for that for fucking 12 years too.
Yeah, because you had to. Because you had to.
Here's my thing. How the fuck is the answer if they go third party going to PC? Let's take Will for experience. Will loves playing split screen games with his son. That shit's out the window when you get a PC. Any of you guys game share? That's out the window when you get. In what world does PlayStation go in third party equivalent to like literally going to PC? I'm dead ass serious because like here's the thing: your games are still gonna run great on your PlayStation. They're probably still gonna look the best on your PlayStation Pro.
Nah, it's gonna look better. If you got a good PC, it's gonna look better.
But that's the thing. But that's the thing. Like how much?
It just depends on the PC, though.
That's what I'm saying. How much do you have to spend on that PC to get that quality? Because here's the thing: games are still releasing today where people that have $3,000, $4,000 PCs that run like shit, and it's not because their PC sucks. It's because the game is just not optimized well enough. And
not
it's just
just
happen a lot more on PC. So in what I'm curious is to these guys that are like, I'm going to PC.
Yep.
In what fucking world is that? Does that move even make logical sense to any of us?
Not just that.
Gamers?
But the majority of games that they're playing are third-party fucking games anyways. So, like, what are you really talking about here?
Everyone talks about, I can make a few more sales here or that, but all you gotta do is get a few more people off of your platform. Do you think the PlayStation makes more off the 2 to 4 games a year you buy that are published by them, or the 40 or 50 or 60 games you fucking buy that are from somebody else? You know what I mean? You're thinking about the little money, not the big money. That's the fucking biggest problem. You can lose money off of all your first party shit and lose money, all of it, because it gets people to your platform to spend the. What do you think they make more off of? The $200 a year I spend on PlayStation games, or the fucking $2,000 I spend on other shit?
PlayStation games, whereas I have to pay this other publisher that doesn't own it, maybe 30%, or actually no, I get 30% of that profit.
I start buying them from them.
I still have to pay for that. I get everything from the first party games, whether it's 20 million, 15, 3. I get that money straight out. And plus, I make the disc if I put it on a hard disk because I own the disc company. So I put it on. It's not going to cost me any money for that.
Let me sprinkle some of that information that I told you guys that I have written down earlier. Let me sprinkle some of this in here. And something that I want to sprinkle in there is why are exclusives important? Because I think that a lot of people, one, do not know the answer to that. Two, they completely fucking forgot because everybody here, for the most part, is a hardcore gamer. A lot of us have a PlayStation and a Switch, or a PlayStation and an Xbox, or a PlayStation and Xbox Switch, or PC. You know, I have it all except for PC. So let me remind you guys real quick, or for those of you guys that forgot. One, they drive hardware sales and platform adoption.
I agree.
That's number one. Number two, they provide brand identity and differentiation. How long has Xbox been riding the coattails of Halo and Gears? Forever. 3.
2007?
That's kind of like what PlayStation does, though, in a sense.
They got a lot more games than 3.
But
over the last 15 years.
Number 3.
They still ride the coattails of
those, fuck yeah, and they should. And they should, FYI. Same thing with Nintendo. They should be riding the coattails of Mario and Zelda and everything else.
Actually,
Number 3.
fucking Nintendo's been using the same franchise for fucking 40 fucking
and look at how much they sell, and they get all that money back.
But they're still good. That's the difference. Xbox games are shit now.
But we say they should be able to. But that's the problem. Like, they should ride the coattails. But that's when you don't get any new IPs, and that's when a game like Interstellar.
Is that their fault?
That game
is that
out,
their
like,
fault though?
But no, I think that's the entitled gamer's fault. I think the fact that like we think we deserve this like that Naughty Dog game coming out, people automatically shot that down. Like, a lot of people shot that down quick, and it's like, why can't developers try anything new? Why do they have to continue the Last of Us, and why do these dudes got to follow this game still? Why can't they try anything new?
Let me go over my last 2 points real quick, and then, because this is my favorite. Number 3 is they enable higher quality optimization and innovation. That is my favorite one. And then the fourth one that I have here is they foster.
No shit. That's gonna go away if they start thinking about other people fucking. Oh, we gotta port this to goddamn.
They foster competition,
little PP,
and industry health. But that's the thing, though. But that's the whole argument here.
Prioritize their own console before anything.
Yes,
if
they don't.
We're gonna eventually have to scale this motherfucker back.
But
you're always gonna think about work in the future.
For you, I don't think they're gonna sell you guys short, though. I don't.
But that's what
always
Microsoft
gonna think
did,
about.
Though. Exactly, Microsoft did.
If you dig a hole, you're always gonna think about how you're gonna have to fill it back in.
Exactly.
Always.
Concrete, mud, depending on what you want to put in it. Put some rebar in to make it stronger. There you go. It just depends.
It'll
Yeah,
be interesting to see what happens.
this position in no way, shape, or form says that PlayStation is gonna be putting their games over on everything, every game, everywhere. It just doesn't, and that's the main discussion I want to have today. Because this doesn't fucking say that. Like, where is there
It
a
also
statement?
doesn't
It
say that they're
doesn't.
not, though. I mean, let's be
But then
real.
No,
there's
really
always
read that, it
assumptions.
kind of, if you
But now
read
you're
that,
saying you're guilty until proven, or you're innocent. Prove us your innocence. Like, that's not how shit fucking works. There is a presumption of innocence, and you have to get proven guilty. That's with anything in fucking life. You just
Hey,
gonna
it
know.
don't
You just
help
know.
when you're the first time you ever brought a game over to fucking Xbox that wasn't on fucking license, and all of a sudden the next 2 weeks later there's fucking expanding to other platforms, fucking position.
But they
over,
told us
like,
that.
fuck,
But they told us that.
yeah, they
It's
told
not
us that
like
how
they said
long ago,
Xbox.
though.
Fucking since the beginning of the Genesis, their live service push. Like, this isn't
Yeah, they
anything
said
fucking
PC.
new.
They didn't
Yes,
say
but
nothing about no motherfucking Nintendo or motherfucking
Yeah,
Xbox.
But this is my thing.
They
Like,
said
we keep saying live
multi-platform.
service.
But there's
live
games
service.
already.
Hold on.
So they're
How many-
already with the Phil Ness. Oh my God, we got
hold on, hold on.
Totoki
See,
Ness.
now we're
No,
going in
listen,
circles. Now we're going in circles.
Hold on. My thing is like we keep saying live service games. How many motherfucking live service games do they have? So far, I know of one. They have one, and that is
MLB The
Helldivers
Show.
2.
MLB The Show.
That's
Gran
considered live
Turismo.
service.
Yeah.
And
Gran Turismo
Helldivers,
is
yeah,
that
it is.
too.
Oh,
Yeah.
There was just an update. There was an update on
too.
Thursday, man.
I didn't know
Yes.
that was considered live service.
It
You can
is.
buy. You
sports
can
games
buy
like
credits.
Madden. Hold
My
on.
son does
So it's
that.
like Madden. Is Madden in college football considered live service?
Yes.
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 Wow. Okay. I didn't know. Wow. Okay. That's interesting.
Anything
Nice.
basically that you can extract
Anything
that has
that's
season
ongoing where you
upgrades
can drop
ongoing.
money on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Makes
Yeah.
sense.
Like
Yep.
Gran Turismo just had an update this week, like Thursday. We got 3 new cars. I'm not gonna go out and buy them because I play the damn game, but you can go out and spend money and fucking
Mhm.
buy that shit.
Yeah, but this is there's no.
I put the time in, so I don't do it. But
And once again, I'm not here saying that they're not gonna go put all their games everywhere. I'm just saying that this job posting doesn't say that. And now if we look at the logical things of it, right? Xbox did that, and Xbox failed. Xbox ruined their business. Now Microsoft doesn't give a fuck because Xbox is so small that they were able to afford to lose money every year for many years and still make
were a
trillions of
rounding error.
dollars. But yes, they were a rounding error. But PlayStation or Sony depends on PlayStation. PlayStation equates to, I think it was either 40 or 60%. I don't remember which two of the numbers it was. But
it's like
either
35%. It's about a third.
35.
okay, so
of the-
30,
But they make a lot of
35%.
shit. So a third is a lot for a company that makes
Yes.
a dozen fucking things.
So now, if we include that the big portion of Sony's success is PlayStation, why would PlayStation, after seeing what's happening to Xbox, do the same exact shit? So you're telling me that at the same time that Xbox went third party and because they failed, PlayStation's going to go third party because they're successful?
yes, because they put a bean counter in charge. That's never good.
But
No, it's not. That's what I'm worried about too.
Even with the bean counter,
He's
bean
thinking
counter is going to
short
be
term.
able to look.
Bro, by the time any of this fall, they would make more money in the short term. He wouldn't be thinking about long term. He's like, I got 5 years left. Now I'm retiring. I don't give a
But
fuck.
hold on. You guys are assuming that they're going to be made. Like, I don't understand this. We know bots don't buy fucking games. So why would PlayStation put their games in a place that people don't buy games and expect that PlayStation's going to make short-term money? How?
Because they're dumb. Fuck it.
You're right.
Well-
the guy that's got an MBA and fucking whatever is like, yeah, I'm fucking stupid. I'm going to put this shit in a place that games don't sell.
They already stated they're not going to put their first party. And like I said, going back to their financial report, they're not going to put first party games, their single player games out there. That's what they're driving force. That's why they're making they're putting out that information about the PS6.
Oh,
Because
Bungie.
They're not going to.
I forgot about they gotta manage Bungie too. Marathon and fucking Destiny. Like, these are billions of dollars worth of games, and you're expecting to not have fair games, a fucking department of people managing this shit? Who do you think
That's not
Xbox
expanding.
calls?
That shit was always on other platforms. That didn't expand into shit. It was already there.
Yes, but now it's PlayStation's responsibility because PlayStation has them. Like, this isn't a new position, is what I'm saying. So because this is not
Someone's
a new
already
position,
managing Bungie. It is a new position.
dude. Oh my god. See, that's the thing. People don't know business, so therefore they're acting like this thing is brand fucking new, and therefore they're going to worst case scenario. Like
Bro, I
there's
understand what you're talking
negotiation.
about, man. I do understand
Yeah,
what you're
but the
talking about.
video
I'm
game
with you.
business, the video game business world isn't ran like just any normal fucking
Yes,
business, though. That's
it
the
is.
fucking problem.
It has to. It
Yeah,
has
yes, it
to, man.
is.
It can't. It's
Look,
not something special, man.
look.
It still has. Oh gosh,
My
damn.
company has a CFO. My
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
CFO for my company answers to the CFO of the company that owns us. They both do the same job, just at a different scale. So the senior manager for PlayStation is messing with the senior manager of Bungie, Naughty Dog, all these studios. They all report to this person that they're trying to fill. So when Xbox is trying to put a game over, who do they call? The senior manager. He then takes that information, figures out what to do with it, presents it to upper management, and then they figure out if they're going to allow it or not and how much to charge them, whether it's 25%, 30%, whatever this, that's how business is done. Then the CFO for PlayStation will contact the CFO or whatever and go about it that way. Same thing, vice versa. PlayStation has a live service game that they want to put on Steam. What, you think there's just a magical button they push and the game appears on Steam? No, business has to be worked out. How much are you going to charge us for fucking publishing this? What are the sales? We just talked a
But that
couple
shit
weeks
honestly
ago.
doesn't matter because they still keep putting games on PC even though they
Yeah,
sell
they
shit.
don't
And
give
guess
a
what?
fuck.
Oh my
They're
God.
first party single player games. So
I
that's my thing.
understand
Like we
that.
keep saying but that's the thing. We keep saying
Yeah,
like
they
people
keep
on
saying they're not going to do
Xbox
this,
don't
and then
buy
they do it. And they're
fucking.
like, well, they did that, but they're not going to do this. But then they do that, but then they're like, well, they did
I
that.
give up,
Now they're not
Steven.
going to do. Like, god damn, I
I
feel like
give
we're
up.
in chapter 7.
I think it's more along the lines of like Will, no offense, but like you said, you think exclusives are big, so you're gonna hope and pray that this isn't real in any aspect.
I wasn't even
whatsoever of a
talking about
single-player
exclusives.
game.
I was talking about how business works and why this position exists. I wasn't even
But what did
talking
you-
about games
we
going over or
just-
not going.
What was our conversation just about?
You
Why
just
are
said that
exclusives good?
you said the video
why
game
are
industry
exclusives good?
does not work like regular business. So I'm explaining to
And
you
I
how
mean-
regular
it-
business works.
So how does regular business work? Like even at my old job, right? We have to maintain contracts and maintain an influx, a constant influx of money, right? Like you have to. Like you're looking to make more money wherever it's possible, right? So we keep looking at it as 75 million players, 5 million sold. That means that Xbox with their 30 million or whatever it is needs to sell what 5 million also. They're not. The thing is we think we know what the fuck they want. We obviously fucking don't at all. We don't. We 150% don't know.
You're already
We
looking
don't
this in
know.
the wrong fucking spot because you keep saying 75 million players, right? And I know
Yes.
your number. You're talking about Xbox One, Xbox Series X and S. But that's not the number
No,
we
I'm
should be
talking
looking at.
75. I'm looking at 75 million PlayStation 5s out there.
Okay,
Right? So like
even
we
that.
say Xbox doesn't buy games. So
Even that.
in all actuality, on both platforms, most people don't fucking buy games when you
That's
look at the
fine,
install
but
base.
listen,
That's true.
you can take 75 million of PS5 sold, but that's not the number these fucking guys are looking at. These guys are
But what
looking at
number do they
active.
want, though?
They're looking at the active user count. Because if you have fucking 10 PlayStation that sold in 1 month, but only one person has put 1 hour, the rest have put none, that's your fucking customer. The rest are maybes.
My thing, bringing Helldivers is just opening the floodgates, and I guarantee if that game sells well,
But
you're gonna
wait.
see-
You're
gonna
saying
see first
opening the
party-
floodgates. That's
But
Yeah.
if it doesn't sell well, I'm going to be right back here, let you know that this doesn't work, and it
I
hasn't
think it's
worked.
going to sell well just out of
work.
spite. I think they're going to buy it out of spite. It's going to be
Yeah,
like
but
Forza
the
Horizon
thing
coming
is,
to
who-
PlayStation. It's like, oh, their
Who's
first
going to
big
buy
game.
it?
Do you think the
And how many
third one's
people have it? And is it going to run really well on the S? That's the common denominator.
Nothing runs
No,
well on
that's
the
not the
S.
common. You
And
want to know
then
why that's
you
not the common
got
denominator?
more
You want to know
people
why
on
it's not
the
the common denominator?
S.
Because
You have
motherfuckers
more
on
people on the S.
Xbox, they don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck. You think they really give a fuck like you guys do? No. It's the casual gamer. They just want to play fucking games. They don't give a fuck about FPS. They don't give a fuck about graphics quality. They don't give a shit about any of that. That's not them. They're just there to play video
If
games.
it runs like shit,
I put
bullshit,
2,000
that-
hours. I put 2,600 hours onto my Xbox Series S last year,
You want to know how many times I complained about my experience? Fucking what? Maybe twice, maybe once. Because here's the thing: some of us just play games. Like I'm a hardcore gamer. Yes, I might not give a shit about all that other stuff, but I'm a hardcore gamer. Xbox is literally the home to the casual gamer. You want to know why I think Helldivers 2 is going to sell well? First of all, the fucking price point. The price point is such a good starting point. And then second of all, it's a great multiplayer experience. What has Xbox always been the home of? Not single-player games. Never has been the home of single-player games. That's PlayStation. We love our multiplayer games over here.
So then, with that statement,
think it's not going to sell
So with that statement, why the fuck would you say that PlayStation's going to port all their shit over?
Because Spider-Man is the biggest superhero name in the entire fucking world, dude. The entire world.
Sony owns the license to them. They don't need to.
They didn't need to bring the PC either.
They didn't need to bring in the PC either
because they can make a little bit more money.
50,000.
To make more money.
Why is that a problem with Xbox then? Why can't they make a little bit of money with Xbox? Why? No, seriously. Why? You're saying
they know they don't. They won't buy the amount that they want.
That's bullshit. What's the amount?
Because you're seeing less. They will buy less than they do on the PC.
You're seeing concurrent players of 50,000 on PC. 50 fucking thousand. You're talking abysmal fucking numbers.
It'll be like a third of that.
That's
on
not
Xbox.
True. That's not true.
Brett.
Not true.
Really? You think not?
Brett.
Dude, nobody plays anything.
Brett.
Please. My gosh.
Xbox gamers don't even buy their own shit that they hype up. I mean, look at Halo Infinite.
Thank you.
They don't have to, though. The ecosystem is
so
in a way where you don't have to buy first-party games.
And Brett,
you can deserve to get shit.
So you telling me that when Helldivers got announced on Xbox, you're telling me you didn't see fucking a shit ton of people talking about, is it going to be on Game Pass?
I didn't pay attention because, dude, I don't pay attention to that.
I'm okay. What I'm going to tell you, people were saying it's going to be on Game Pass, and a lot of people were saying, I'll wait till it's on Game Pass. That's what people were saying. And if PlayStation ports that game, well, they are, but when that game goes over and they only sell X amount and they see that, hey, people aren't buying it because it's not on Game Pass, they're going to do one of two things. One, they're not going to pour shit anymore over, or two, they're going to say, all right, Xbox, well, you got to fork over the bag if you want this game over there because we can't sell it, and unless you pay for it, which is the exact same problem that Xbox has been having this whole console generation with Game Pass. They had to fork over the bag to secure games because people knew once the game went to Xbox, it's fucking gone.
I don't know if Jez is still in the chat, but my fucking Game and Grindhouse order just came on. I just got the email.
I mean, my thing is like, people they just don't buy any game, especially games that you think they should be buying. Like when people bring up people port back for Final Fantasy 16. Show me 10 motherfuckers on. Show me 10. Go back forever ago and show me 10 that aren't these cringe-worthy console warring pieces of shit that bring no value to gaming on some real shit. And don't forget there's 30 million.
Call of Duty's before it was on Game Pass was the best-selling game on Xbox year in and year out. And they even said in court they weren't worth their time, and they had to raise the percentage they got on them because they didn't sell enough copies to make it worth putting on their platform anymore.
Okay, time out, everybody. Let me ask you guys one question, and I want to go person by person.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
We'll start with Nelson. The question is, why do people say, Lyoko brought it up, according to publicly available data, guys, even PlayStation fanboys aren't buying the exclusives. They crap on Xbox game, but they're buying them when they get ported to PlayStation. Let me ask you this. What is not enough? Because PlayStation will sell 10 million of an IP, and they say that's not enough. Enough to who? Because how many games are selling 10 million fucking copies? Nelson.
What?
Yo, bro, unreal.
10 million what?
Steven. We'll go to Steven. Nelson, we'll come back to you.
Man.
Steven.
Yes.
10 million is probably about the average. Anywhere between 8 to 10 million is what PlayStation is selling off one of their big AAA IPs.
First party games, yep.
First party games. People are saying
we'll just say 720 most.
That because there's over 150 million users, that is not enough copies sold. PlayStation gamers don't buy PlayStation games. What do you say to that?
like anything, like you were saying, there's a niche audience. Some people like it, some people don't. Most people just want to play with their friends, correct?
Yep.
So that's why Xbox, does well with their friends. That's the same thing with PlayStation. A lot of times people buy their PlayStations to play multiplats and
Well,
multiplayer games.
the majority of
them.
people play Fortnite
But-
and Call of Duty, right?
10 million. Why do you think people are so giddy when they see the 10 million, the
Mhm.
10, 12 million mark? Because if it's a first party game, Sony's making money. They're selling consoles. They're selling peripherals of it. Damn it, I bought the collector's edition of Death Stranding 2 and the controller. So, I mean, they make money, and that's money
I don't
that,
think
that
many
they're
people
getting
realize,
hand
though.
over fist, though. That they're getting it straight out. It's their publishing. They're getting all the profits, and they don't have to worry about handing it over. PC, I never agreed with it, and I can't stand PC that on them having it on PC. And I'm one of those dudes was like, dude, why? But I have to step back. I don't own the company. It's not me. It's part of their business, and I can't say nothing about that. But that's just my opinion. Everyone has one.
How many games? And first off, how many games are even selling that amount? Like, that's the
many.
thing that's trippy. Not many. What about third party?
If you take
Third party are everywhere, and they're not selling 10 million. They're not even
they
selling
don't
5.
sell 5. They don't sell 5.
Only if you're. I think it's not Stellar Blade. What was it?
Like for this
Black
year,
Myth Wukong. They sold 20 plus million, but it was mostly in Japan. China.
20 in China, yeah.
Same thing with
China.
Hogwarts.
Hogwarts games that have sold over 10 million this gen that was not from Nintendo, that weren't like NBA 2K fucking MLB match. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
the yearly fucking
right.
bullshit. Cyberpunk
Hogwarts
2077, not Nintendo or PlayStation.
Close.
No, Cyberpunk sold over 20 million. Hogwarts, Baldur's Gate,
Definitely.
Wildlands is probably around that. That's probably about it.
That's it, man. So I mean, but Sony's most of the time, Sony's first party games, they do sell that much. They'll sell that or more. Look at Horizon. Horizon Zero Dawn sold what, 20?
37 million between both.
The top like
Between
4
both.
games on PlayStation last gen were PlayStation games, and then it's a bunch of Call of Duty games that sold like 15 to 18.
We buy
The
games,
point-
that's why.
The point is that people trying to shit on PlayStation because they're only selling 10 million. It's like, bro, nobody is selling that amount. Only a handful of games
Fine,
are
come
selling.
Talk to me.
And
Fuck.
mind you, this is only on PlayStation, right? These other games have
All the
fucking-
money, not part of it too.
they're selling on mobile, they're selling on Xbox, on PC, on your they're selling on everywhere. And you're talking about one console or one brand, one platform is only selling, like that's not an accurate statement to make. Anything else you guys want to say about this shit? Is PlayStation going to go third party and outside of PC and post or make their games over?
Hope not. But you never know with some of these
People do some
corporations,
wild
man.
shit.
They do some crazy crap, dude. I agree with you, Nelson. They do some crazy crap, man.
Nintendo wouldn't even think about this because they'd be like, wait a minute, they just completely. Even if we sold the same amount of units or even a little more, they're not gonna be buying any out of their other shit. You know what I'm saying?
No, it wouldn't, and they wouldn't.
It'd be stupid.
But
They wouldn't. They're not dumb.
If you guys get
Yeah,
anything,
kind of.
I mean, let's
Dumb,
not
though.
forget. I mean, we keep saying Nintendo is the last first-party exclusive console out there. Let's not forget, Game Freak is making a game that is for every single fucking platform out there, guys. Let's not forget the guys that make Pokemon, strictly Pokemon, are making a Dark Souls-style game that is coming to all consoles. All right, so they will no longer be the only first-party exclusive.
They're not a first party studio though. They can take contracts from anybody.
yeah.
Dude, they make one specific game, Pokemon. What other games have they
That's
ever made in
mostly
their
what
entire lives?
they make, but they could have expanded. That's a whole different. That's like Ninja Theory made Wu Chang and fucking Neo. Sometimes they make games for PlayStation. They're making the Xbox game now. Fucking Black Ninja Gaiden. Like they ain't fucking owned by nobody. They could take money from whoever.
They're free agents. They're free agents. They can do whatever they want.
Just like the people who make Helldivers, right?
Right.
Okay.
I mean, they wanted to do it.
They're
That
on
was
the
their
contract
IP.
still, but
Okay.
Yeah, but you know, Sony gives them the free way.
Hey,
That's what's good about them. They give them the leeway
well,
to do
that's
what
the
they
thing
want.
that people really miss about this too is people act like everything is so black and white, right? Like, dude, there's business
There's
relationships where
tons of gray areas in business.
you give a lot of freeway, a lot of a little extension cords, right, to people because you want to secure that relationship. I think that's exactly what happened with the Helldiver team. Is PlayStation would prefer that the game didn't go elsewhere, but to give them some of that free will because they want to maintain that relationship. Sure, all right, cool. Even though we're publishing it, we'll let you do what you do. But I don't want people to forget this. This is the whole point of this whole conversation we had today. Is nothing in this fucking job title position is saying that PlayStation is porting everything over to Xbox and Nintendo and PC.
Yep,
That is not
that's
what
true.
this job is saying. All this job is saying is this is an account manager that we've been had, we're going to continue to have. So people freaking out, let me know exactly what that reasoning is, because I think that reason should have been back a few years ago when PlayStation went to PC. That's when the freak out should have
Yep.
happened. That's when people should have been saying, I'm going to PC, fuck PlayStation. That's when those conversations should have been happening. Not with this stupid shit. Right now, the executives are looking at us, fucking laughing their ass off like these people are dumb. But the one thing I do want to say is, I'm proud of you guys. I am very, very proud. Why? Because you actually push back. Even though you're pushing back on some stupid fucking shit, you actually did. Because I am tired of Will getting attacked whenever I criticize PlayStation. I criticize PlayStation.
I've been
Will's a
bitching about
fucking.
PlayStation stars for years.
Dude,
Well,
it be pissing me off.
actually,
They be pissing me off sometimes, man. I do admit they do. I've been with them for 30 years,
I
man.
picked the battles
30
that actually
plus.
bother me. Like, for example, like when they
PC
first got rid of
gaming.
when they got rid of the fucking Sony rewards, I was pissed.
Oh,
And then they got
Hey,
me stars, which I just cashed in. I'm playing unfinished business
I
right now.
will
I
say
paid like
this.
$4 for this shit.
Jez is 100% right. They do say Xbox a little bit too much in that job posting. They say
yeah,
a
they
They
li-
do.
do.
they
Yeah,
say a
they
little bit too
do.
much. But I understand
Honestly, the
because
way I look at
Xbox
it is
games
they're
are
like,
coming over.
bro, we got fucking what do you want to like 26 months before Xbox is gone. Let's make whatever money we can off them before they're gone.
That could, and plus, let's
It,
let's
it's
let's
just
take it
going
to
to
the
transfer
next
over to
level.
Microsoft Gaming, my friend. That's what it's
Yeah,
going
let's
to
It
get to
do.
the
is.
fanboyism,
They
bro. I
know
want
it
to get to the
too. I think that's
fanboyism
why they're not
already.
scared to just fucking. It just is what it is, man. I ain't no fan. It's everybody knows what's happening right now.
If you like something, it's not fanboyism, man. It's
No,
like
no,
you
no, no,
like
no,
what
no,
you
no, 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 no.
like.
We're not. No, no, no. I'm not talking about that. Will knows what I'm
No,
talking about.
I understand. I think I understand, though. I understand that.
The cringe content creators that I feel
Oh,
like
no,
people
I
should really
hate
open their
them.
eyes to right now.
On both sides.
Because
I hate them.
on both sides, bro. Go ahead, Will.
The the uh the next Xbox console may be a combination of well, they're saying PC in a box, right? I don't know how true
Mm-hmm.
that is. I don't know how much Xbox is willing to invest.
They're trying to keep people on Windows. That's it. The platform's
So
done.
So if we take that route, PlayStation games are going to be on Xbox any fucking ways. So that's why
Anyway,
I've been
That's
saying
why
that.
I think they're just like fuck it. Like we'll just and they don't see Nintendo as competition. That's why I'm saying this is happening. That's what I've been kind of getting at here.
Mm,
it's gonna be interesting.
They're
I,
gonna
Like,
try and
here's,
get.
and
Let's
here's the
just
thing.
say
Here's the thing. It all comes down to how Helldivers 2 does. I think that's just
yeah,
like
you're right. You're
literally
right.
what it comes down to.
which is a dumb
It's a
test
test
because
subject.
everyone always it's kind of like remember when Horizon came over on X or on PC and sold like 3 million copies or something like that because it was like new. It's never had kind of like Forza Horizon's doing. Plus, that's their only good
Yeah,
game. But you know what I mean? It's kind of
very
like
good
something
game
new.
though.
Like I
Well,
know,
hold
but
on.
you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Once
yeah,
it's
yeah,
no
yeah.
longer what's the word I'm looking for here?
Like
It's
new,
no longer,
like fresh.
yeah, anomaly. Like no one gives a shit
Yeah,
anymore.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
okay,
Yeah,
I
Hold
you're
made
on.
right.
fun of my friend because I could play his game and fucking. I've never been able to do this before. Now it's just another thing on the shelf.
Yeah.
It's like a store that like you always like Jif peanut butter, but you never had it, but it came back after a while. It's like I like fucking
Quick,
Skippy better anyways. Fuck it.
quick question for you guys, if I can ask that a question
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
on the S. So, because that's the most, that is the lion's share of Xboxes out there. looking at and Nelson, you played Helldivers 2 on your PS5.
I've never played it in my
Looking,
life. I'm just kidding. I play it every
I
day.
seen you playing it.
I got
You're
almost
on
300
it.
hours in that game. I play it a lot. Come on.
But the thing is, you're looking at it, how it is, how it moves, and everything like that. It feels running at 30 frames or less on the S. Would you want to play that thing?
I won't want to play it
No.
at 50 frames or less. It's a
That's
fucking shooter.
That's the thing. That's
It's
the
an
thing,
online
and that's
shooter.
the problem. That is the biggest problem.
Well, we'll see
The
how it
S
runs
is your
on
primary. Your
Nintendo.
primary. Oh, and Nintendo's gonna struggle too. That's the primary. They have to dumb it down. You have a PC too, right? Oh man, damn it, Nelson's
No.
I got
No.
everything.
Nelson,
No. Nobody has a PC here.
I got everything too.
I got everything but a PC.
Buttery,
I don't have room for one. I'm making room for one though. Get rid of a
Dude,
lot of shit.
I build mine. I build a whole bunch, but I play it on my PC. It's buttery smooth. I play it on the PS5. It runs great. The S or anything lower on any of my lower PCs that I've built for other family members
Well, that's
or
in the
friends,
game, yeah. The S
it's
is
gonna-
like running a
it's-
1060, man.
it's gonna run like poop.
You
And
guys,
I
you
don't-
guys, you guys realize I've played hundreds of games on the Series S, from first-person shooters to PvP games to.
Do you know what you're running? What are you running at then?
Probably 30. But you want to know
30.
what? I was still able to slap. I was able to play games and have not see. And that's the thing. Like, I have first-hand experience with the Series S, and Will could tell you, like, literally up until recently, that was my primary console, a Series S.
Well, hold on.
2,600 hours last year.
Because let me say two things. One, I agree. Well, let me answer War Wanna. War, the reason I'm being modular with the PS5 Pro is because it affects me directly. It's me spending the money for it. So yeah, PlayStation was fucking me with the PS5 Pro. They for the improvements that we're getting for the games at the time, even now that we were getting, didn't really justify that fucking thing. I felt, and I still do, that the PS5 Pro was a fucking parachute for all these shitty fucking developers that can't fucking not customize, but optimize their fucking games. And now PlayStation wants me to pay for that. Not just that, but you're giving me less features on the fucking Pro physically than you did with the regular PS5. No stand, no disk drive. So instead of spending $700, I now got to spend $810 to get the exact same thing that I had with my PS5. So yeah, I'm gonna be bitching about that. It's way different in the business and logistics of shit because PlayStation is making money. We're not in the age of PlayStation is losing money so they can sell us the hard software and then make it on the back end. That's not what's happening now with this shit. Yep. So it's a little bit different with that. But also,
go ahead. I'm sorry.
But also with this, I'm running a podcast here, my guy. So yeah, I'm gonna talk a little bit differently than personal fucking issues when we have much bigger scope to talk about as a gamer and the gaming business. And going back to what Brett was saying, is I agree with Brett because I grew up poor. Some of my family is still not that well off. And they don't give a fuck how well a game runs or not. They're just happy that they can buy it or play it, right? And if they can get it in a subscription service where they only got to pay $20 a month, then that's what they're going to do, right? They're not going to spend the $60, $70. We're way different, right? I mean, I have 500 physical games in my collection. I have, 1,000 digital games. Well, in combination with everything, right? I have over 1,000 digital games. I'm willing to spend fucking $70 6 times a month if I need to, if they're all games that I'm interested in. And for that, I expect the games to run optimized at 60, 1440 or higher, whatever the fucking, performance metrics are. Yes, I'm expecting that. But in Brett's case, when people that bought the Series S, when they didn't know anything about it and they went to GameStop and they're like, yeah, this was going to be less powerful, blah, blah, blah. They knew what they were getting themselves into.
People said it was going to play 1440, 60 and have 120 and all that. Then they got it home and they were like, oh.
But yeah, those differences, they don't, I mean, they're going from a Xbox One or a PS4.
Yeah, true.
So
I wasn't trying to get down on them. I'm just saying that the lowest, the highest common denominator. Not everybody is like Brett.
Yeah, no, that is true too.
not everybody
That's true.
can do that.
Yeah, no, that is true.
But me, you know what? We talked before. I came from
Mm-hmm.
a low income household. You
Mm-hmm.
know, I grew up without anything. I barely had an Atari. Didn't have that for a long time. I had Atari forever. My
I got
uncle.
all my stuff years after used, and I didn't even get a game with it.
Series S is not cheap anymore.
My wife was buying me PCs, and I was upgrading them. I started learning from my father-in-law because my father-in-law was a prototype tester, a prototyper for AMD. So he got me into building PCs and stuff like that. So I went from there, built my own. I built some for kids that can't afford it as much. I'll either give it to them
That's dope.
or I will eat half the cost and let them buy it for me, and I'll maintain it for them, you know, upgrade it. I'll give them a free upgrade to a new graphics card and stuff like that, so they can handle the newer stuff. Because I understand how it was. I understand how it is. I'm with you, Brett. I was there, but the thing is, I was able to with my wife just finagle the system and understand how stocks work and stuff like that.
Crawl out of it.
Invest. Leave the company, got the investments, able to put down on a house, bought a house. Now I'm able to pay off the house soon. And it's one of those things. It's about, you know, where you came from. And you know, I may sound like, oh my God, I'm a PC man. I'm not. I just love what I love, and I love to play with PlayStation. I love my Switch, and I love my what's that Steam Deck. I got a Steam Deck, PC. But Xbox has disappointed me. I bought an S. Didn't like it. I bought an X. I gave it away.
Let me ask you guys a question. Do you think that if Xbox would have came out with a Series X only and did something similar to what like PlayStation did, you know, one's digital, one's physical, do you think they would have had more success this generation, or do you think it comes down to
yes?
Yes.
Let me tell you guys,
goofiest, dumbest move I've ever seen.
Let me tell you why.
I think I disagree. Been released with the.
I disagree. I think they would have failed
anyways. I don't
anyways.
think they would have sold as well. I think it would have failed, but I think their games would at least had better performance and ran better.
Yes, but
true.
Yes, they would have, but what games? You know what I mean?
That's a whole other argument.
What game?
But that's the thing. Like a game like Wukong, that would have never been delayed. Like these games that aren't coming to Xbox, that would have never happened.
Yeah, would Starfield have launched at 30? Probably not.
You look at Baldur's Gate 3. There would have never been a delay on Baldur's Gate 3. There would have been never a delay. You would have never had a sacrifice.
It's the parity clause.
That's why. You know what I'm saying? That Series S is literally the single-handedly most detrimental thing that they've ever fucking done. And that's when they had to move like real heavy into, okay, Game Pass, this, that, and the third. Now we're going third party. Like you said,
I want to completely change things because like, Redfall launched at 60. Trust me, nobody would have gave a shit still, but.
No, nobody would have gave a shit about that. But you wouldn't see games skipping Xbox like you are, which then entices more people to leave the platform because it's like, wow, these devs are skipping out on this platform. Why the fuck am I here? That wouldn't be a fucking thing because they wouldn't be like, oh, the Series S is a piece of shit. You know, it's too hard to optimize on this.
It costs them more money because they got to make 2 SKUs.
Well, I said this on the podcast
too. Time is money.
I've said this numerous times here on the podcast. Paid per hour. I am up for sale every console generation. And what I mean by that is I am not tied to PlayStation or Xbox.
That's what I always say too.
I think, but this last one, I was seriously considering getting an Xbox. But you know what stopped me? Is that Xbox didn't have any release dates on their games. PlayStation did.
That's what stopped me too. You know what's funny? I came into this gen, I was actually thinking about getting an Xbox over PlayStation because I was like,
especially with the conversations, Nelson. Remember Power and all that.
Yeah, not only that, because they already fooled me that once with the One X, because they still didn't have no fucking games. But the big thing for me was like, PlayStation just had a fucking phenomenal 4-year end of this gen. I'm like, Xbox hasn't done anything in fucking 8 years at the time? About
Sony's start wasn't that bad either
like,
this generation.
In 2021, 22, I'm gonna have Perfect Dark and Fable and fucking what the hell was that one game made by Avalanche? I think it was the same team that was making Mad Max. Fucking
5 years later, we have none of those games.
Yeah, we have none of the exactly. Yeah, but at the time, until I started realizing this shit wasn't actually going to happen.
It was supposed to be Contraband, which
that's what I was looking for. Thank you.
Contraband. That's
All the games I was looking forward to in 2021 are still nowhere to be found, and one of them's canceled. So, but at the time, I was like, hey, you know what? I think the first couple of years, Xbox is going to have the games because PlayStation's, they just fucking released their load like towards the end of the gen. They won't pick up till mid-gen, end gen. But Xbox,
that didn't happen though.
They had to go out and buy like 5 publishers just to get a game.
No, they had to wait 4 years into the cycle to literally start producing games at a cadence that I feel like is acceptable.
Well, they had to buy 5
hours
each.
Too. Unfortunately, we're 5 hours each, and one can play itself.
And then on top of that, like most of those games are going to PlayStation anyways. So
most of them they had to buy that were going to be multi-plat anyways, like Bethesda games, and you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think, and I said this before here too, that if Xbox would have just held out from going third party for just a year and a half, 2 years longer, they would have had way more success.
They bought too much shit to fucking do that.
They fucked themselves.
Overhead.
They fucked themselves. They've been making just terrible decisions for the last 6-7 years. I mean, fuck, even longer than that, right? They turned down PlayStation. They turned down Knights of the Republic. They turned down some real heavy hitters that could have flipped their whole shit around. Remember, sometimes all it takes is one fucking game. One fucking game.
Yeah, they haven't had a must-play game since like Gears 3 Halo Reach, in my opinion. Unless you love racing. Unless you just really love racing.
Yeah, no, they fucked themselves. But anything else you guys want to talk about, man? We've been on here for 3 hours. Anything?
Me. I want to say something.
Go for it.
I think a lot of people should really open up to their eyes to the people that they pay attention to on Twitter or the people that the content creators that they might watch. Because I mean, all you have to do is go on there now, and you'll see this PlayStation thing really show a lot of their true colors on both sides. I'm not going to name any names, but
I agree.
I think we're in a spot now where these people that you get your info from, it's not very honest info. Because
it's all opinion based. So
if you're willing to really say fuck this console that I've been a part of for so long, and fuck this console because they're doing something that I don't like, even though they're making up their own mind of what's going on when we don't have any conclusive 100% evidence of at all of what's going on, and they're going to move to PlayStation and it's fuck. If they're going to move to PC and it's fuck PlayStation, you might want to I can't stand those fucking people. I think they do nothing good for the gaming industry. I don't think they bring any real value to the gaming industry. And I think people really should start opening up their eyes to these people. I don't even have to say their names. You could just go on there and see who they are. It's on both sides. It's on Xbox and PC and PlayStation. And I want to thank you, Will, for being the content creator that you are. Because when it comes to video game world, you are what I would consider one of the most how do I put this? One of the
balanced?
most open-minded and balanced content creators out there. And
bitches about everything too, not just one platform. Bitches about everything.
And since I've been here, you have maintained that same person from the very beginning, and I want to say thank you for being the person that you are, because it's refreshing. It's nice to have a content creator like you that you don't have to worry about. Yeah, he'll tell you, I prefer PlayStation, but fuck PlayStation for doing this. Fuck PlayStation for doing that.
I'm gonna buy Outer Worlds too. I'll buy whatever games. It's just fucking. I don't buy everything day one.
Yep.
Fuck.
So I just want to say thank you, bro.
I bought an Xbox One X to buy games. They just fucking disappointed me.
No, appreciate
me. It's not
that. I appreciate that, and that's part of the reason why I started my channel, to be real, because I got tired of the same shit. Every single person, they're all like rat racing to see who's gonna be wrong or right the first, but yet they don't play any fucking games. We have people that do this for a fucking job, meaning they sit there, they stream 2, 3, 4, 5 times a week from 8 a.m. till fucking 2, 3 p.m. They're getting hundreds of dollars donated to them. This is what they do. This is how they make money. But yet
they don't. You mean hundreds of thousands?
Yes, well, a year, but I'm saying a day. But yet they don't fucking play any fucking games. What?
Yeah.
Or the games that they play, it's always to talk something negative. I mean, look, I'm a single dad. Tomorrow, I got to whip up at 6 in the morning to go to work. I start at 7. I'm going to be there till 4 or 5 o'clock. I got to come home. I got to cook dinner. I got to help my son with homework when he does have school. Otherwise, I hang out with him. I play games with him, whatever. And then I have time for myself where I can play games, right? The weekends, like today, I didn't have my son. I didn't have nothing social. Last night, I went on a date. I still played games. Last year, I put in $1,700 on my PlayStation, another 400 on Xbox. Last year, I beat 90 fucking games. You're telling me that with your full-time fucking paying job as a gaming content creator, you can't play any fucking games? You have the loudest fucking opinion, but yet you have 500 hours gaming. Get the fuck out of here. And there's a whole bunch of these guys out there. They're fucking fakes.
Yeah.
So I make fun of them. I talk shit about them. I don't hate them as people, but that speaks about their character if they're willing to do what they do. So yes, fuck them as people too, because how are you going to sit there and talk shit about every fucking game, always being negative? Everything every game does is constantly bad. No game ever does anything good unless it's your favorite fucking game, whether it's a Souls game or a shooter or whatever. I'm just fed up with it. So I started my own shit. I'm so thankful the support's been there. I'm still growing very, very slow. Like I've been stuck at 1,147 subscribers for like 2 weeks, right? But I enjoy what I do, and nobody can call me
Hey,
fake.
a lot of people take about 5 years to get to 1,000.
Nobody says you don't play games. Nobody can say that shit about me. You know what I mean? And even when I recommend games, I don't recommend games that I haven't beaten. I may say I played this game, but I haven't beaten it, so I can't give you my full recommendation. But what I play so far is good, and I do that very few and far in between. Like Death Stranding 2, 10 hours in, I was talking like that, right? But I like to beat my games before I recommend it, because if you're going to go out there and spend your $40, $50, $60, $70 based on my recommendation, I want it to be a good one. But I agree with Brett 100%. Look at these fucking guys. They made PlayStation their whole personality. They made Xbox their whole personality. Now they get the word Xbox in the fucking job title, and the world is ending. I'm buying a PC. Thank God I've been saving money for a PC, right? Now we know that they've been saving money for a PC, but the last 5 years, we didn't know shit that they were saving money. So how much money do you have saved up?
They're going to do that anyway.
Yeah, how?
When they come out there, they already had that in their mindset. They're going to get a PC, do all this bull crap. It's just pandering to their audience, man.
Yeah.
Their audiences are always sheep that won't buy the product most of the time, and just go about living their lives through the people that are there. But they're not personalities. They're not your family.
No.
They're just people on the freaking internet that are going to try to make you buy something that you shouldn't buy.
And look, I got something else to say.
That you should buy.
I got something else to say
PlayStation Stars too.
to some of these fucking assholes out there.
I've cashed in $200 fucking dollars in fucking PlayStation Stars money in like 2 years.
If you're one of these assholes who today said, I've been saving up for a PC and this is it, you're a couple $100 short for that PC of yours, send me a DM. I'll cover a couple $100 for you. If you're that fucking close, where you were saving up for a PC, and today's the day you decided because PlayStation went third party, hit me up on a DM. I'll send you the $150, $200 that you need to finish up that PC purchase, you fucking pussy.
Yeah, get the fuck out of here.
You know me well.
Yep.
I'll drop a 200. I'll drop a freaking 100.
See, there you go.
Yeah, Steven's rich, bitch.
I'm right there. No.
He's gonna fuck you money.
We'll open the door for you and help you out.
I can kick you in your nuts money.
Yeah, well, I don't.
Fire.
I don't, right?
That's
but
fire.
I don't.
That's been my goal my whole life is to just have enough money where if the boss piss me off, I just tell them to go fuck themselves.
That's
I
the
can
key.
tell you I have the cheat code. I married a good woman. That's amazing.
That would be my next marriage.
She's a beast, and she does business. She's a director of quality.
That's fire.
Regulatory. She's amazing.
That's fire. See, I don't have Steven. I don't have Steven money, but I can definitely cut back on a couple games for a month and make up that difference to help your fucking bitch ass out. Since it's so fucking important to you. Yeah. I'll make that cut. Instead of eating out twice, I'll eat out once. You know what I mean? So just to call you a fucking bitch and help you out, you fuck. Otherwise, I got nothing to say, guys.
Funny is that we're talking about this. I just on Facebook randomly, and I just found fucking Steven's wife. My next wife. Look in the gaming pit.
Let's see. Did you find
I
my
can
wife?
I can cook. I'm just saying.
Am I gonna have to hunt you now, bro?
I can,
No.
I
That
can cook,
bitch
I
is
can
my age
clean.
for 32.
What?
Just look at the gaming pit.
Hold up. Oh,
I
damn. I gotta switch back to computer. Hold up.
That's actually funny, bro.
I'm like, yo, what's up? I can smoke things. I can cook. I do it every day. I've been taking care of myself for a while. I got you, honey.
So can
What's up?
I. So can I, bro. I live out in the country. I got chickens, goats. I can do
I got
do
a
farm
$1,000
work.
smoker. I ain't got no money, but I got a $1,000 smoker.
Well, I got a Blackstone, okay? 500 and some odd bucks. Look at that.
All right, boys. We see who's got the biggest one. And Jess says, "Oh shit, he going to a Coldplay concert." Facts, Jess.
Brother. Damn, bro.
Yeah, that's been going everywhere, dude. Like, that's crazy.
Bro, people are fucking memeing the fuck out of him. And good,
I know.
fuck them.
I think that's caused
Fuck
more
'em.
goddamn divorces this month than fucking people realize.
Fuck them. I don't like
Yup.
cheaters.
Yup.
Cheaters can suck a
They're putting it
dick.
on everybody at every game, everywhere, and they're like hunting for people now. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, they don't look like they know each other.
Nah,
You
fuck
know what
them,
I'm
bro.
saying? This shit's
I don't-
crazy.
That was one of the funniest things I've ever seen, though. Let's be honest.
Oh, fuck yeah.
But how could you go and do that and think that you won't get caught, especially at a Coldplay concert that they freaking do kiss cams?
Bro, look,
I guarantee-
It's kind of dumb.
all they had to do was do nothing. And it would have
Yeah.
never went viral. Just stay hugged up. Ain't nobody, they think you're just a regular person. But now, since you want to be a sneaky fuck, now everybody knows what the fuck you're doing.
His whole,
You know
dude,
what's
his
funny? I bet you
face had me
those
dying.
two people, I bet you they're very happy about the goddamn Yankees game recently because everyone's going to be memeing the chick masturbating at the Yankees game this
There was
today.
a
Oh
chick?
man, I
What?
missed that.
Oh, I'll find it on Twitter.
Wow.
What? The
Put it
fuck?
in Discord, brother. Put it in Discord.
I will copy it as soon as I get done killing these people.
All right, y'all.
Man, we're
Thank
so
you.
gooners. Oh my gosh. All right.
Thank you guys so much for being here. And nobody has nothing else to say. Any other points that we missed? Anything that you want to get off your chest? Brett already did.
Not-
Nelson?
No, I'm
Good.
good. I'm good. I'm good. I love. Thank you for giving me this old dude a voice. I appreciate you guys. You know,
Hell yeah.
it was fun. Will, always love your content. I love you when you're on, especially when you ignore my freaking comments and stuff like that. It was beautiful.
Oh, I'm sorry, bro.
I'm
get,
I'm just
yo.
playing with you. I'm playing with you. It's okay.
Yeah, I do
say stupid shit anyway.
want to say another thing. Everybody that's in the chat. When do you do your gaming streams? Let these people know real quick.
Who,
I'm
me?
gonna be okay. Yeah,
No,
I'm
Will,
bad at
Will.
I'm bad about it.
Oh,
Yeah.
Tuesdays I do a community game night. Anybody can join. We play multiplayer games, whatever you guys want to play that we can fit you in. Lately, it's been me, RPG or Voyager 88, and Dante Henry 2. But if you guys want to join us, just send me a DM, send RPG a DM. We'll scoot you in there, man. That's Tuesday
Get in
nights.
the Discord. If you're not there, get in the Discord.
Yep,
Great
get in the
place to be.
Discord.
Yep.
You can talk to me directly. You can talk to anybody here directly, actually. You can talk to a lot of people in the chat, man. And our Discord is really look, man. I'm being real.
Everyone that was in the chat today is in the Discord.
It's in the
Except
Discord.
one.
Yep.
They were. We have just great people, man. Everybody likes different shit. Everybody has different opinions. We argue, we fight, but we also game, and that's what I love about our Discord the most is that every single person there is a for real gamer. None of this
Yeah.
fake bullshit that you see on social media. So that's what I love about it. So if you're a gamer too, I always say, man, it doesn't matter if you play 20 hours a year or 5,000 hours a year, you're a gamer to me. The difference is don't be out here saying every game sucks ass when you haven't played every game. Just speak on the games that you do play. That's okay.
Yo,
If you only play Call of
yeah.
Duty, then speak on Call of Duty. You know,
Like
but
them
don't
saying
be.
about Interstellar.
Yeah,
it's terrible. It's woke. I'm like, dude, you haven't even touched it yet. You don't even know
Yeah.
what the storyline is. Shut
Exactly.
up.
Like, bro, why are you
God
talking? And that's with
damn.
anything. I don't know. I don't know shit about baking, so you don't hear me talk about baking. What you will say is, oh man, I love cookies. That's why I'm a little overweight. You hear me say that, but I'm not gonna sit there and criticize you on your cake when I don't know shit about it. So same thing with
Damn right.
gaming. I also have another saying that I need to keep saying it because I kind of stopped for a little bit, and that is, look for reasons to play a game. Stop looking for reasons to not play a game. I
Yep.
will
Yep.
find the one thing about a game that catches my attention, whether it's the art style, the gameplay, whatever. and I'll give it a shot. Yeah, I may not get it day one and spend a 70 on it, but if I can find it on a subscription service, if I can find it on sale, if I have a buddy who owns it, hey, can I borrow it? And that has opened up my gaming taste so much. And PS Plus, if you just pay for the base version of it, that's all you need, man. You get 2 to 3 free games a month and claim every single one of them. Whether you plan on playing them now,
you're crazy. There's all kinds of games I've been like, I
Yes.
wouldn't be interested in that, and then like 2 years later, it's like, oh fuck,
Yep.
I could have claimed that and fucking.
It's like, why
Yep.
didn't I play it?
Yep.
It's like, why not? Because you probably were listening to other people that.
You want to know a good example? We got fucking what the hell is it called? Fucking the soccer game.
Rematch?
You're my kid. No,
Yeah, is that new one?
not rematch. Oh no, it was the soccer cars.
FIFA?
No, the car.
What the hell? Rocket League.
I mean, we used to play it all the time. Rocket League, yeah.
Rocket League.
I was
Yep.
like, I wouldn't be interested in that. A month later, I fucking I ended up.
We got Robot Nelson again.
I know, dude. When he's heating up too, he's
He was going
overheating
for
right
it.
now.
Dang it! See, when he gets on a roll, it heats up the freaking stuff in his mic, and then it kind of makes it
It
go.
just overloads it.
And I don't know, that's crazy because he never has that issue before. I wonder what the hell's going on. But yeah, Rocket
Me.
League, you just
Oh,
never
me?
know. Nelson's right. You never know when that you'll have a taste for that game. And you are already paying for that sub-service to play online, to have the cloud data. Claim it. You don't have to download it. You just have to claim it. That's it. And then in 3-4 years, if you want to actually download and check it out, but do that. But, people ask me, oh, your collection, you got to be rich. Well, first off, you're not watching my channel because you will know that I buy 90% of my games on sale, right? 10,
Yeah.
15, 20 bucks.
Yep.
That's how I buy my games. Maybe a year, I'll buy 6, 7 day one games at $70. So it's all about being smart. And if you watch my channels, you'll know when these sales are happening and you can increase your library as well. But if you don't open your taste up to know, how are you going to extend that? Because there's only so many Call of Duties you can play. There's only so many, hack and slash, so many JRPGs, right? Well, maybe not JRPGs because those things are limitless, but you guys get the point. But man, just come to the Discord, hang out with us. You have a question. And my favorite part about the Discord is Brett uses this all the time. Who's up right now? Who wants the game right now? And
Yeah,
9
facts.
times out of 10, he can find somebody. So if you're unsure, you don't have a gaming community, you don't have a spot where you can talk to people about games, because I don't. In my personal life, I got a casual cousin and a casual buddy. That's it. You guys are my gaming friends. So if I need to go and talk about gaming, it's you guys who I go to. So come join the Discord. I'll put the link in the description and of the video when we're all set here. And I expect to see you guys there. But let's give our outros real quick. We have our guest of the evening, well, 2 guests of the evening. The first one is Brett. Brett, let the people know where they can find you.
You can find me in Will's Discord, or you can add me on PlayStation Gizmo0719, or Xbox Ironman4292.
God damn it, my internet keeps going in and out from the fucking storms.
Oh, that's what it is.
And like Will said,
that's
Will
right.
said, Will
Ooh.
said, I play a bunch of different games, and I'm like that guy that likes gaming with other people. So I mean, if there's ever a game somebody wants to play, say something in Discord, and 9 out of 10 times you're probably gonna find somebody to play with.
Absolutely. And Brett's just one of tens upon tens of guys that are in there. Then we have our other special guest of the evening, unplanned, but I'm so glad that he swung through, and that is Steven Leon. Steven, let the people know where they can find you, bro.
Well, you can find me on Will's Discord, Jez's Discord, and Thrifty's Discord.
Yeah.
All 3 of those. You'll find me there. Other than that, I'm pretty much a person that stays off of social media, because I'd probably go nuts and try to kill people if I was on there.
Oh my god. Dude, I started
That's why
Not
I'm on there.
literally.
It
Not
keeps me from
literally.
arguing with my wife. I argue with people online that I don't know. It can't get me in that much trouble.
recently, and today I did this a lot. I just started saying, as soon as the conversation went to idiocracy, like how people said that PlayStation only selling 10 million is low, I just said, thank you, man. Have a great day. And I leave. And I've been making sure I say have a great day. I did that to Nelson today. Well, I forgot what Nelson was saying, but I was like, Nelson, have a great day. And I stopped talking to him about that topic, and I found that helps so much.
Not saying,
Oh, my God.
saying, oh my gosh.
Well, 6 months ago, or
That's
maybe
awesome, though. I love it. I love
maybe
it,
a
though.
year ago, Nelson became full Nintendrone without being a Nintendrone. So he's
Nah,
been
it's
in
when
on
I
his
seen
whole
this shit
phase.
coming.
He's a
It's when I seen
Nintendo.
this shit coming.
Yeah, that's
Nintendo.
funny.
Nelson's going through his whole phase right now with Nintendo, so we'll let him be. He's crazy, but
Until his account gets banned and his thing gets shut down, and
yeah,
he'll be like, I hate Nintendo
exactly,
now.
exactly right.
I don't wish it on you. I hope it lasts forever.
Yeah,
Just
no
saying.
shit. And then we have my co-host Nelson Gaming Culture. Nelson, let the people know where they can find you at, man.
Nelson Gaming 12 everywhere.
Nelson Gaming 12. And that is it. You guys obviously can find me here. Hit the like and subscribe button. It really does help out. I always make fun of people when they're like, oh, hit the like. Fuck, it does help. So I hate to be one of those, but it really does, especially my channel where I'm growing. So thank you, thank you, thank you.
Grenades.
We'll catch you guys next week. Or we'll catch you on Tuesday for the Just Playing, and then we'll catch you next week Sunday for the State of Gaming podcast. Oh, by the way, I may not make next week. I'm going on a weekend getaway, Nelson, so I'll let you guys know for sure Saturday
Okay.
night if I'll make it back
I
in
have
time.
vacation
man.
and
Have fun, brother.
I'm
Yeah.
gone like every weekend this whole month, so
That's
I'll be
good.
back on by Sunday.
You guys
Yeah.
should be having fun.
Oh yeah,
You
we
guys
will.
are
But
young still.
man, I feel old even though we're.
Kids and family, everyone plans the family reunion type shit and get-togethers in August because the fucking other months you have the what do you call them, the grad parties and shit.
Yep, enjoy it until. How old's your kid? So mine's 17,
7
going
and
to be
9.
18. So my son's 17, 18. Is planning to leave soon. So I'm like,
Yeah, so
I've got to
you
deal
hope.
with that.
I tell my kids every day, you guys better stop being a lazy ass because you're not living here until you're 40.
Yep.
My kids are
They
my
think
kids
I'm
are 3
playing.
and 4.
Enjoy it.
3 and
That's my
Yeah,
best
I
advice.
am.
Enjoy it. Enjoy
I
it.
am.
Enjoy it. I
Yeah.
enjoyed it.
Oh, for sure.
And my son is. I know they say you should be best friends, but my son is one of my closest confidants, and he got
That's
my
awesome.
back in everything.
I agree with
And
that, bro.
But he gets everything. I got him a new drum set too, new electric drum set. Woo!
Oh,
He loves it.
God, that's
He
one thing I
loves
would
it.
never buy. No way. I'd hate to be your fucking neighbor.
You could put headsets on this
I
electric
had a
drum set,
neighbor like
brother.
that. I was like, this motherfucker.
You can put your headphones on. Headphones
No,
on.
Yeah,
You
but
play
your
it over,
neighbors
it's
might not have
electric.
that option.
Nelson, he's
electric-
also
it's
in,
electric.
He's also in the country, bro. So the chances of him having like a next door neighbor really that close are probably
Oh,
slim
yeah,
to
that's
none,
true.
right?
Pretty
Yeah, I
much.
guess. Fucking
Yeah.
blowing up, motherfuckers. I died again.
Oh, dude.
Sorry,
Brother,
I died.
Have a
All right,
good
y'all.
night, guys.
We'll catch you guys next
Talk to you
week. Keep
next
it
time.
gaming.